What's up, chat? GMC, you're waiting and wait. Like a cat or something, man. Just wait for. You're just like. I can almost see you peeking your little head around the door corner, like when I'm doing the laundry. And as soon as I start the stream, you pounce. It's kind of creepy, man. Stop it. Desiree, how are you? So, chat, yeah. Last night, the game crashed, right? We were, yeah, right, we was doing something important. We gotta make up for that. And, I've lost so much footage for this game, I don't even know if I'll be able to do a video on it without replaying most of it at this point. So much has been lost. It's like one of those ancient Dead Sea records of like a time long gone. It's like part of it's been chiseled away and rewritten. No, last night we almost had the jocks finished up, but then the game crashed right as we were about to finish it. Anyways, let's get some more people in here. Hopefully my computer holds up. That's giving me so many issues. I'm gonna have to get a new one soon. This one just developed so many problems. Steam barely even works on it now. I'm surprised I can even stream with it still. Pretty sure my water pump is also gone nearly dead too. What's up, Kilroy and iBugs? Are we beating this tonight? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long the last part of the game lasts. Maybe it's possible. If the game doesn't crash on me at a vital moment again. Computer problems again. It's just the same thing where Steam doesn't want to work, and I can't restart Steam, so I have to restart my entire computer to get Steam to work. I don't even know why that started happening. I just don't. Steam, the program will work. It just can't start up any games. So I have to, and then I exit out of Steam, and then Steam won't load up again, and then I'll have no instances of it running that I can find, but it still won't load up. So I have to restart my entire computer, which is running a gauntlet of possible other problems whenever I do that. And I think my water pump is making noise too, so I think that's possibly getting ready to go bad. I'm just with the new year coming up and how important next year seems like it's going to be. I think it's time to just build a new computer. Hello, governor. What's up, Sly? You have my sympathy? Haha, yeah. This computers start developing that personality after a while where you just like, it's better to just, put it out of his misery. So I think I'm going to be doing that one probably in the next couple months. Let me save this YouTube video. By the way, chat, the Life is Strange video is coming tomorrow. It's already been uploaded to YouTube. So make sure you check it around 11:30 a.m. tomorrow for a good 30 minutes of Life is Strange, Life is Strange bashing. Life is political, as it should be called now. You should do a computer build stream. Think your audience might like it. I don't know. Those are one of those streams that are just usually kind of boring, and most people check out of. Because it's really just me sitting on the floor, and you guys watching, and like, oh yeah, he's sitting on the floor still. I'll check back in an hour. How old is my computer? It's almost 5 years old. It's only ever had a GPU upgrade. It started out with a 980, and then I upgraded to a 1080 Ti. So yeah, that's all I've ever put into it, other than like new hard drives and SSDs. So the main board and the CPU and the RAM, all around 5 years old now. So it's about that time. Plus the new consoles are coming out, and those are gonna kind of push what graphics games will have because there's more space because of those. So my computer might not cut it anymore. Good evening, gamers. Star Wars. How are you? All right, chat. Let me go get something to drink real quick, and then we'll get started playing Bully. We got to finish up. We got to do that really long bull mission again because it died on us at the very end of it last night. So you'll prepare your moo emotes some more. That'll be fun to spam. Are you calling me dad again, Jay? I swear it's not me. I don't know where you got that idea from. I mean, I know you got my nose and my eyes, but it's not true. No matter what your mother said. You're asking me if I'm going to send Pathologic 2 in the new year? I don't really know much about that game. Well, I know enough about it, but I don't know if that'd be a fun game to stream. That's kind of like one of those games you play it because you want to feel pain and whip yourself with a whip. Kind of like that kind of experience. Cool. Game. Like I said, when you alt-tab out a bully, the game likes to crash on you. Hello, Moo. Hello, Tetsu. Let me start the bully game up again. From what you've seen, AMD is still headed for the moon. TSM has a ton of contracts this year to fill this one out in a few foundries, and yeah, their CPUs are really killing it. Their GPUs are still... I don't know why they haven't been able to get their GPUs on the same level as NVIDIA, despite them just cutting the head off of Intel. So my next build might be AMD, despite normally being an Intel computer guy. You're doing research? Technically you are, on video game. How long before we fully replace actors with CGI models of old dead actors permanently? I couldn't tell you on that one. It seems like there's been pushback about that idea, that it feels a bit creepy. They kind of tried it with that Star Wars movie, where they have like young Leia and Grand Moff Tarkin. And some people are just like, ugh. Maybe eventually. But I think we're kind of spared of it right now. You're at 15,000, 10 million isn't that far off. You have no idea what a percentage of 15,000 of 10 million is, do you? That's not even 1%. Not even 0.1% of it. James Dean beat out 250 other actors for a role. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen. I mean, AI and, that kind of technology is exploding really quickly and faster than most people can adapt to it. So it's very likely that all the dead actors from the 50s and 60s will come back in virtual form and be nearly identical to their old self. Jody, how are you? Alright, Chad, let's continue. We gotta pick up where we left off after we slept. We got today off. I still have a full week tomorrow, but lots of sleep today. Now playing Starbound. Good choice of game. I don't know if I have any classes that I had to do today or not. I don't think I did. I think I'm all done with all the classes I need. I'm not. Well, we gotta do the geography test again. We don't have to worry about math though. Rainy night in Argentina, and I have the week off. Well, technically it's summer down there right now, so hey, it's been rainy all day for me too. We don't get snow up here in the north anymore. Vocaloids or actors win? Well, when they get better graphics and stop looking so anime-ish. I suck at geography. I aced the first couple of geography tests. It's only Africa and Middle Eastern countries that I'm a bit shaky on. You take that back. Wait for class to start. There need to be more female bullies walking around in their unique brand of bullying. Yeah, Geography 4, when it does Africa and the Middle East, that's the one that's like, I don't like it. Give me the other countries. The other regions, I mean. Egypt. Again, Egypt, always the easiest one to place. Chad's in Africa, right? So is Niger, Ethiopia, Iran, Oman, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Sudan, Qatar. Qatar is one of these three. I'm thinking it's that one. Yep. Syria, Jordan, Tunisia over here. Somalia. Yemen. Okay, Yemen is one of these. This one. Libya. Syria. Okay, Syria's up here. Sudan, Oman, Ethiopia, Niger. Okay. This one's Oman. Sudan. Okay, Africa is my weakness. Ethiopia. That's like right here, isn't it? Yeah. Sudan.
Try again. No, I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Okay.
Fair guess, but I'm afraid it's wrong.
Ah.
Try again.
Oh, whatever, we got it.
By Jove, you've done it, Hopkins.
Like I said, Africa, I don't recognize most of the Central African countries. Are just like there's a ton of them, and they all got. I just can't remember them all.
That's right.
All right, we're gonna save this time because I never want to do that class for a third time. And then we're gonna go do the final jock mission. Mike is gonna be happy. He wasn't here for last night when it crashed, and kept us from completing it. Save. So it still crashed even with the mod? Yeah, it's not gonna make it perfect. That's the first crash I've had with it since installing the mod, though. So it did, cut down on it. As well as we got our art teacher's photo on our desk. Neat. And all of our girlfriends over there. You finally bought Pokemon Sword, downloading now. When it comes to the Switch, that's the one console I don't do digital downloads for because the memory inside it is so small. I actually do buy the little cartridges for it. Was Bully financially successful? Yeah, it was, but probably not as much as GTA and Red Dead were. Only the PlayStation differentiated disc and I kind of wish the new consoles, the Xbox X, One, Series X, and the PlayStation 5 would ditch disc media. It's kind of pointless now. Just have a card reader in it, like the Switch does. That holds more than enough space. Well, no, you can still have physical media, just have the card reader. That's a lot cheaper and takes up a lot less space than a disc media player. How the hell did this not get a sequel? They were planning one at one point, but then it got cancelled. Return of cartridges? Yeah, well, we're kind of getting back to that now. Discs don't really serve much point anymore.
Hey, Jimmy,
when was the last time you installed a disc into your CD drive or DVD drive?
Many are called, but few are chosen.
Yeah, the Xbox has a discless version. I'm guessing they'll probably have another discless version of the new console. But I'm saying a card reader inside of it for the Switch style cards.
What are you talking about, you lunatic? I'm talking about what we're always talking about, amigo. About bullying the bullies. About my favorite dish. Revenge!
Supposedly the new Xbox plays every generation of Xbox game, including the first, that and the 360. Which is that's damn good, actually.
Underbrained lords of our little manor. Reduced to a bunch of sniveling wretches, bowing down to my... You mean our? I meant our superiority. Us ruling like gentlemen over the peasants.
Am I gonna get the new Xbox first? Yes. I'll probably get the PlayStation 5.
Of course.
I don't know if I need to get the Xbox because those games come out on PC now as well.
Thinking, that sort of thing. Merlin to your King Arthur.
Whatever. What's the plan?
Well, First, we need you to get the school mascot costume. And how do you suggest I do that? Well, go follow them.
4:50 a.m. and you're
Wait for
watching my
us to
stream?
distract
Hey,
the gorillas.
sleep
Go!
is for
While
the
we still
weak.
have hope.
Prove your strength and stay up late. Kick your mom out of your bedroom. The new, I like, you know, I'm gonna say it, the new Xbox design has kind of grown on me, and I kind of like it now. Am I ready for mood dance? Exactly. It does look like a PC, but consoles are essentially media PCs at this point, except for the Switch. Yeah, all of them use PC architecture and have since the 2 generations ago.
Girly, fight!
Why is the mascot so tough? Popping a disc from the... Yeah, that would make the most sense. Emulation has gotten really easy, especially for those older generation stuff these days. Couldn't he just, like, go to them and tell them that we stole the mascot outfit? How would this disguise work?
Another job well done.
While wearing the mascot, you will not be able to use any of your... Can I... Let's see if I can make out with someone while wearing this. Where's the cheerleader at? You run fast? Well, look what you have to run away from all the time. There's one. There's our target. Wow, that sounds creepy. We're like that weird anime character right now. Like, there she is. Damn, prefect is in front of me. And we're Troncy right now. Oh, you can't. Not while you're wearing this. Can't make out with anyone with when you're a cow. What do I think of Dr. Phil? He's really no different than any other daytime psychotherapy talk show shit. I'm not exactly fond of it. It's Jerry Springer for a new age, essentially. Never been my kind of show to watch. The official Moo outfit. Alright, I guess we're just gonna do it this as is. Ever hear of talk stoop? Or talk soup, you mean? Yeah, I've heard of that. What was that? Oh, stop it! Stop it! Fine. Rocks are so aggressive.
Yes, Candy from Ohio, you would be a fair queen for me. In that little thong, and with those massive piles of silicone. Initially you'd think, who's that handsome stranger? Then I'd walk into the bar, impress you with my suavity? My suavability? How suave I was. I'd look up and say, what's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this? And you'd say, take me to the hay barn.
Hey, Ernest. What's that you're reading?
Nothing. Nothing.
Hay barns
just
are overrated.
Some history
Itchiness.
homework.
Cool, can I see?
It's personal.
Personal history. Sounds interesting.
Yes, well, you wouldn't understand. Anyway, listen. The big game is today. Operation Trojan Cow is ready to proceed.
Operation
Cow.
Trojan Cow.
It's my master plan. My spies have already been gathering the information that will bring about the downfall of the
Have I seen
jocks
Revenge
at
of the
this
Nerds?
school.
Sadly,
So
yeah.
I guess I'll be needing this.
I don't think that movie has aged
this
very well.
work?
Yes. Rendezvous with
A lot
my
of those
agents in
college
the
movies
field.
from the 70s and 80s didn't have not aged well.
Okay.
Dance in front of Thad to unlock the gates. Why are we following Nerd Hitler? He makes a good speech. Moot cult, a symbol. Yeah, there's no better mission for this in our stream, is there? It worked out perfectly.
Let's see your moves, mascot boy. Check it out.
You know, that doesn't sound like Jimmy's voice coming out of this thing.
Dork.
I am Moo, and so are you.
Dance for me, boy.
How many times do you, Chad, do you do this on a daily basis, this exact dance?
I'm so glad I'm not you.
I think maybe they have like a recorder in his, maybe in his suit to play the sound, the audio. How else would you explain it?
Hi, Jimmy. Careful! Patrols are everywhere. We are in grave danger at this very moment.
You're in grave danger of a knuckle sandwich if you don't get on with it, that's what.
Here's a ball we've rigged. Get to the shed
Once
by the
again,
field and
just
throw
like
it
last
with the
night,
real
there's no
ball.
way you wouldn't notice a stick of fireworks just glued to a at least, cut it open and put it inside. That's just so obvious. You only dance in the dark when you're alone. Come on, you at least use a at least use a black light. Make it look, artistic.
Come on, you can do it.
Do you think Fortnite would be sued if they put this in? It even kind of looks like a Fortnite character. Football player, I think the football players are going to recognize the ball they're holding all the time as a stick of dynamite, attached to it. And also, football players are not always dumb. That's a misconception and a cruel one.
You should come this way.
Interception!
Dead.
Hi, Jimmy. Here, take this glue bottle. It's full of glue. Go create a
sticky situation on the
I'm just going to reuse all the memes I said last night. Take this glue bottle, it's full of glue. Take this Pepsi can, it's full of Pepsi. No, they still work.
Hey, mascot, do that awesome dance you do. Oh, I like that. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you just finished Astral Chain. Oh, nice. Good game, but it didn't get much attention. I wonder if that game will get a sequel. Astral Chain for not having any cool DLC. That's not really something. Well, Platinum did have, you know, a DLC for Metal Gear Rising, but that was about it. They're not really a DLC-inspired kind of company.
But not as good as wrestling match.
Grand Theft Auto 5 beats The Last of Us for Game of the Decade. Honestly, I think Minecraft beats both of them. There's no game of this decade that had more importance than Minecraft.
Hey, look out!
Agent Boo! Before I give you any sensitive information, I must ask you for the secret password.
Is it quit messing around before I lose my patience and hurt you?
I wonder if Jimmy's hot inside that suit.
No, but it'll do. Okay.
DLC featuring Tomoe and Sekiro. Maybe they're saving that for, you know, the sequel.
Enhance it, if you will.
Go to the school gym. I mean, GTA 5, good game, but I still think Minecraft was the most influential game of the entire generation or decade. But I guess Grand Theft Auto made the most money. But I can't imagine Minecraft is very far behind in the money-making, you know, competition.
Still any good, mascot?
This mission is cute the first couple times, but just having to do the dance over and over again kind of loses the magic, doesn't it?
Nice work, mascot boy!
Oh yeah, pee in the... Yeah, just do it. Gross.
There's a rumor that someone is gonna screw up the game.
You know, the biggest prank anyone ever pulled on me in high school was, you know, emptying a ketchup packet into my cafeteria seat, and I sat in it. No one ever peed in my drinks.
That's like totally grody. Perhaps a
You know, this is, like I said, this is back when, you know, Rockstar had a more comical sense of satire. They've since gone for a more realistic way of doing it.
Your quest, young Jimmy, is perilous, but the rewards are glorious. Cut the crap, Melvin. It was sort of funny the first 20 times, but it's getting old now.
Roadie. That's a word that needs to come back. What's the current terminology for something that's gross? I know we got lit fire and all that, but what do you say when something's gross? I mean, doesn't seem like there's a counterpart to grody or skanky. Ew? Well, ew's always been one of them. No, they haven't come up with a new generational term for grody. For gross, I mean. Kids getting lazy. Rank. Again, I've heard that for a long time. to the final nerd agent. Okay, this is where the game crashed on us on this final section last time. Well, no, actually, we got a little bit past this and then it crashed.
Hello, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. Nice outfit.
Yeah, I
Your
know, shows up like
classmates
Vegas
pranked you with a
does.
blind date?
About me.
That's not
How
a
do I mess
prank,
with those
unless they
jocks?
just went with the worst person possible.
Okay, there's a switch box on the scoreboard on the field. Get to it and switch it.
Sounds easy. What will it do?
It'll change the text to the scoreboard. I reprogrammed it. You'll like it. The jocks won't.
You don't understand why people on Twitch go ooh-woo? You thought that meant something dirty and furry talk. It's literally just like cute emojis, isn't it? I've never heard of that's like a, I never heard that being furry speak. I think they got their own lexicon.
You'll dance for me, won't you? Oh, cool.
Didn't I do this yesterday, but it crashed on me before I could complete it. This next part is where it crashed. The boss fight. You know, I don't think that's hacking. I think it's just entering a new message. The patch only keeps it from crashing all the time, like I did that one day.
Who is that Kim? Yeah, who is that Kim? Oh, it's that little Squirt Hopkins. Yeah, that Squirt Hopkins. You're dead, Hopkins. Yeah, dead, Hopkins.
Why don't you stop repeating everything he says and get on with it?
You two sharing testicles or something? You know, you all could just rush me at the same time. You don't have to actually treat it like it's a game. Oh, okay. And throw explosive footballs. You like that crowd animation of the shadow ghosts? Well, there's literally a crowd of BTs from Death Stranding over in the crowd.
You're in. No!
This really hurts.
32 counter trap.
Music just about died on it, didn't it?
Substitute. Come here, whip you, huh?
Like that, ain't you?
Captain.
Oops. Well, that went off in my face.
Pain is good.
I'm a physical
Think I'm
specimen.
tough? Time's even tougher. Get over here. I can come on, Captain.
No, I think them with all their padding on have an advantage in a fist fight. Drop a soda for me, would you? No, there, thank you. Did I kiss a girl for armor? I tried to, but I couldn't while I had the mask on outfit on.
You want me to beat on you? Quick, replace him. 1, 2, screen left. Go, go, go.
You liking that, ain't you?
No.
Get over here. I need some blocking. I scored and your mom's
Keep running, wuss! Jimmy, take out the captain and
Suck
take out
Ted.
the team.
Unsportsmanlike losers! Yeah!
Oh, Jimmy, you did it! You did it!
I'm king of the school!
Oh, you beat them all in front of everybody!
Thanks for your help, Petey.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
King of school.
So here I am, suddenly the king of the school. I never meant for things to turn out this way. I just wanted to control a couple of psycho kids and be left alone. But now I guess I'm certainly going to live the good life.
Fall and Rise of Jimmy Hopkins, age 15. Too easy, for, too soon for the end of the game.
Hey, Darby!
Hey, Johnny.
Hi, Jimmy.
What's up, brother?
Hey, Chad.
So I'm like, yo.
Oh, they're all
it's
friends
Jimmy.
behind me now.
Hey, you're funny, man.
Yo, man, what's going on?
Jimmy.
Oh, hey, girl, you're looking great.
Ooh.
Great. Thank you for that sugar, darling.
Gone to our head.
Boys, that's all I got to say. Later.
Jimmy.
What's up,
See you
Jimmy?
later.
I love that guy.
Bye,
Come on,
guys.
wait up. Roll.
Pete!
Hey, Jimmy, what's going on?
Everything. I did it, man. I took over this dump. These morons are my morons
That's
now.
great. Just don't turn into a jerk.
How could I? Hey, baby. How you doing? What you doing later?
Just remember, Jimmy, not everybody likes you.
Correct. They love me.
Well, what about Gary?
Gary, forget about that twerp. Dude, it's me now. I run this place and you're my friend, so please try to
This
be
is what a
cool.
peak chat is, exactly.
Oh, man, you're bringing me down. Come on, let's go milk this thing for all it's worth. We might even find you a girl.
Jimmy, forgive me, but I gotta go.
Let's get some armor now.
Anywho, I'm right.
Everyone thinks I hate everybody, but I like you.
Still no webcam? I'm planning to do that only maybe in the next day or so. You have to keep checking in every day, and maybe it'll happen.
I can't wait to graduate so I can do that.
What does the scouter say about my Chad level? Hi.
Greetings, friend.
What do we got to do? Missions in school. Bully 2 or Jimmy. We need to go save first. Don't want to risk it. Yeah, before the end of 2019. That's like 2 days. I guess I'll have to do a webcam moment.
Hopkins, is it? Very good.
Your birthday's in 2 days. You're a New Year's baby. My little brother's a New Year's baby. One day. Well, it doesn't matter what if it's one day for you. It matters for me. Tell the whole world is in 2020. It's not technically 2020.
Hey, you dressing like me now.
What is this? Start cheating time.
Mr. Galloway, should you really be doing that?
Oh, Jimmy. No, I suppose not, but life is unfair.
You promised Ms. Phillips.
Oh, God. What kind of world do we live in where I get punished for a minor indiscretion and Patrick gets away with taking bribes from his pupils?
He does?
Yes. He sells advanced copies of tests to the sons of his rich friends, and nobody says a word.
Wait, what rich friends?
Well, Darby Harrington, for one.
I can't believe he's selling tests. What if I got evidence of him doing this?
Then I'd never need to drink again.
All right, let me see what I can do.
Did I play Later Alligator? What? I don't believe so. Okay, that's often. Oh, actually, no, just right over here. Get scissor. Chat, your lingo. It's out of bounds. I don't get scissorped. All right.
I was just looking for one of those.
What? Why did we? What? Gary dead? No, Gary's still here. Have I ever played Manual Samuel? No, I have not. These sound like new and improved hijinks games.
I know. Life short.
What? How do I... What? Oh, the roof. I thought it was telling me... Yeah. I was like, what? Alright. Let's find a ladder. Is there a ladder? Oh, there it is. Was there a... no, there was no sequel to this game.
Do you have my cash? All right, I'll pay. You drive a hard bargain.
Quickly take a photo. Oh.
Thanks for the cash.
Two more evidence. Go to the school gym. Don't mind me dropping down in front of you with a camera. Hello, Dart. Hey, Oski, how are you? You're a lovely person yourself. You know, at some point, our positivity is going to get really cheesy, chat, and we'll have to become very edgy to counteract it. This is also on top of the building. Hide in the pool stands. Are we talking Columbine shooter edgy or like Hot Topic edgy in the early 2000s edge? I'm just talking about just edgy comments and jokes, not the dangerous edge.
Don't worry, he'll be here soon, I'm sure.
Greetings. Did you chaps bring the money? Yeah. Do you have the tests? Money, money.
What now? Oh, follow him.
There you are, sir. Of course, I trust you have my fee.
You know, I hated your math class anyways.
Top dollar for top grade. Makes sense to me. See you in class.
Your parents don't understand edge. There's a lot your parents don't understand, but there's a lot you don't understand about your parents either. It's kind of a, give and take. You are one of the most brilliant people just because of that emote. Well, I figured you might as well turn it into official meme status by giving it its own emote. Worked out pretty well. So this sort of explains how he gets the money to live in a larger house. I guess it could, I guess these kids are just paying a lot for those test scores. Still, he's living in like the rich part of the neighborhood. How'd they get out of this place? And he had a pretty big size house. But yeah, I guess that would make it no longer a sin. It would kind of give you an explanation that's believable. This is like Japanese or Korean college entrance exam cheating their tier profits. Now, I'm gonna imagine that could be very lucrative. They don't fuck around with those tests. You know, did you know in South Korea on the day of national testing for like, college entry, Like, they ground all flights and stuff like that just to avoid possible noise interfering with the tests.
You know, he drinks on school grounds. Think of the children, Dr. Brownstein.
Drinking? I will terminate the employment contract of any staff member found corrupting children. Morality is the most important lesson we can teach the youth.
Is that so? Then you might want to look at these.
What's this?
It's that fat, evil hypocrite selling test answers to rich kids. Fire him.
What? You took pictures?
And to think I trusted you, Patrick? You're fired.
The audio mixing's a bit, wonky here, isn't it?
Bye-bye, fatty.
And as for you, Galloway, there better not be anything to that drinking business.
Well, now he's gonna have trouble making the, paying off the loan on that place.
And done.
This is a game that really needs a quick wheel, not just a cycle. Does this mean no more math class? Maybe they get a substitute. We don't worry about classes anymore. That's pretty much over with. Last night when I was playing, I was hearing the game music and yelling in your sleep for someone to turn it off. It is catchy, isn't it? Oh, by the way, for anyone who missed it, the Life is Strange video is coming out tomorrow. It's all done. Ruined some of the intro earlier today. It's actually already uploaded to YouTube, but it's just scheduled to come out tomorrow. Since Sunday isn't exactly a good upload day. Did I ever listen to Wu-Tang Clan? Not recently. I like how some people in chat have started doing my neat. That really became a meme, me going neat. It's like we're just missing some, one right there. Neat emote win. Maybe we can make that our next official Twitch emote. So, if anyone's got a Twitch Prime subscription burning a hole in their pocket, now is the time. Start making a mark.
That is funny, Jimmy.
No, it's not. Jimmy, it's really funny.
Chill out, man. Jimmy, I need to talk to you about something. Not now, Pete. I'm basking in adulation.
Hey, Mac
I
the
mean,
Keeper,
we're
thank you
in
for that
school
Twitch
fairly.
Prime.
Dude, so fairly.
No, Jimmy, please. Pete, enough.
Yeah, shut up, Pete.
The court must know their king.
You know what, Jimmy? Forget the school. The whole town should know about you. You're like the mayor.
You should leave your mark on City Hall.
We are becoming the anime, school president. Who's obscenely powerful.
Homunculus, not a dump. It's something much more elegant. Paint a warning.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll show everyone who's boss.
That's right, Jimmy.
All right, you girls wait here. This is gonna be something they'll never forget. Wait, Jimmy, don't forget about Gary. Wait for me.
Where'd he go? I thought he was gonna go with me, no? Travel to town hall. Get me ready to do a hard time. Well, after all the stuff he's done, I doubt he cares. I still can't get over that whole, hey, we helped the lunch lady rape a dude. And then we took, pictures of a girl undressing, and then we made out with her afterward without ever telling her that we did that. So Jimmy is committing terrorism. No, we're just doing vandalism. He was also open to sleeping with a woman much older than him and, helping a science teacher kill people. I think he was joking about the killing thing, though. Typical Chad behavior.
Wusses around here.
I'll take my BMX. Don't want the police, getting onto me. Listen to this Chad music playing. Why is my bike pink? It's a manly pink. I earned these wheels. Where am I going, actually? Oh, all the way up there. Pink was originally a manly color. It was. Still is, actually. We need to take it back. Too groovy for the situation, you know. No, it's just to show you. It's just a brief thing to let you know, like, you're in control. They could be using the word shaft right now, and it would make sense. Climb to the top of City Hall. We're essentially Bart Simpson right now with an ego. What do you get if you collect all the rubber bands, by the way? I don't think I ever did that. Probably just a silly costume. Or a special weapon, maybe. In the broad daylight, Jimmy? Not smart. What's my least favorite stand? Ironically, Hermit Purple. She's like, here's some vines. And you can break cameras. But I'm guessing he had to have a weak stand because he already had Hamon. Oh, wow, what a great police force they got here. Wait, I gotta do something else back there. Shit. It's a rubber band ball you get.
Might find a use for that.
I'll take a photo of it. We returned to the scene of the crime and they still couldn't ID us. This is how you drive a bicycle like a Chad. Both lanes are yours. May not be efficient. It shows you own it. That's also how you park like a Chad. Just run it into the wall. Now let's return to our glorious friends. Shit. Maybe I actually have head injuries.
I did it! That's great. Listen, we've got a problem. I'm the king, Petey, the king! Whatever. You're a king with a load of problems.
I've only been gone a couple hours. What could have happened?
All kinds of things. You remember that promise you made about restoring law and order and improving the school? Let's just say it ain't exactly coming true.
Well, if anyone wants a fight, I'm right here.
I think Gary must be behind it, but trust me, everyone wants a fight. Listen, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, man.
What was the point of taking that photo? Just to show that you did, I guess. Oh, look at all that lost respect all of a sudden. What? Except for the townies, they gave me respect. Look at all of our trophies. Trying to see what that photo is right there. Busted. So we got a manga on our desk. Not the art teacher, the actual photo that was on the behind that. All right, save. What, the panties on my wall? Yeah, it is gross. I've given Jimmy hell over how sick that is. Not like he earned them. They were just like, he stole them from a room. Mango's so good. I sometimes put mango in my smoothie. It's pretty good, actually. Let's do this one first. You're allergic to mango. What the hell is up with a human body that has all these allergies to food we regularly eat? I mean, if you're born with a peanut allergy, you're basically playing life like it's Dark Souls. Like everything kills you in one hit.
This is a disgrace! It's appalling! I don't want plagues or a pet rat! It's your fault, Jimmy!
Huh? What? No, it isn't. What are you guys talking about?
The library is full of rats! And I got my pre-med test next week, amigo!
That's my fault, Hal.
Some king you turned out to be!
Oh, how I long for the old days! Sure, we were laughed at and mercilessly bullied by everyone, but at least you could study without fear of rodents coming near us!
Well, then call the goddamn exterminator. That's the school's duty.
Did you piss yourself again, Algie?
Ew.
No, I swear!
Algie.
I spilled soda on myself.
Soda. Right. What a bunch of sissies. Well, I'm not afraid of a few rats. Pathetic.
That's true. My rat allergy is acting up. They're the library of rats.
I saw one nibbling on a book. Kill it! They're probably leaving their filth everywhere.
This is the part I don't get. Suddenly they all hate Jimmy and he... Well, there is reasons for it, but this isn't one of them. Music's getting fucking hardcore though. Best rat killing music ever. Only you remain. Did the same guy that worked on this soundtrack also work on Red Dead 1 and 2?
These crates?
Sounds like him.
Yes, those crates. The rats appeared once those books were delivered.
Everything seems to be fine, miss. I think I got them all.
Thank you, Jimmy. If you have any late fees, I think we can just forget about them.
Wait,
I
a
did that
school
long
library
time
would
ago.
have late fees?
I mean, thank you, miss. I always knew I could do it.
Rats came from that, huh? Spencer Shipping. I've never, the school I went to didn't have late fees. They just like, hey, that's late. I just, don't you dare. I just got rid of, fuck you. I should have left your rats then. My school didn't? No, my school didn't have late fees. In fact, there was quite a few books I never returned to my middle school library.
Why are boys so confusing? I just don't get them.
The fist was faster.
I don't believe this! Oh no!
How did it happen?
Hopkins, come here, boy!
Hey, what's up, Mr. Burton?
What's up?
Away.
What's up? My gym is up in flames, look!
Damn, how'd that happen?
As if you don't know! You're a degenerate to think I trusted you!
It wasn't me. Yeah, I'm no saint, but I tried to bring order to the school, to stop the bullying.
Ha! Bullying? I don't care about bullying! In fact, I encourage bullying!
That's right.
Builds moral fiber, makes men!
Yeah!
'Cause you didn't make the team, you had to ruin it for
What is your
everyone.
evidence?
You bully! You're a pig! You ruined my life! What are you talking about? I never wanted to be on the team. You like to torment weak kids, and you've got the personality of a jockstrap.
Yeah, well, I called the police. You'll be killed for this, my boy.
It wasn't me.
You're done for, Hopkins. What? Who was that?
It's Yuri! There's people trapped inside! Oh, I'm really scared, Mommy! Man, you guys are pathetic. I'll get him. Where's the fire extinguisher?
By the stairs next to
Oh,
the
what a-
locker
what a
room.
great
But
set of
don't think
teachers.
I've forgiven you, Hopkins.
Freeze him then.
I'm getting out of here! Ah! I'm stuck! Jimmy! Over here!
Fire extinguisher. Well, fire's out.
Thanks, Jimmy!
Nope, no way is Jimmy lifting that. Spontaneous combustion, huh? Moral of the story is that all shit is cyclical and nothing you do will change the rooted culture of this place. Well, he didn't really... The source of it, he didn't, really stand out, which was Gary. Gary's a psycho that was, basically, making everyone fight each other. Search the gym for the pyromaniac. Why is everything on fire? Shit's broken, yo. I regret nothing, trying to murder these children.
I'm done.
One day I want to fight for real.
They're just gonna use that gym right after it was on fire, huh? Alright, sure, I won't stop you. It's time to go, go to sleep and in the morning do that other mission. It's fast cleanup. Well, it was nothing but a bunch of burning rags inside, so I guess it could make sense. It would still need new flooring. They don't even mention that town-dwelling guy. He ran out the front door where they were all at, so they should have seen him, but maybe he's just an innocent bystander. Something Burning Man joke, huh? They called the I guess because we saved everyone, that kept them from, calling the police on us. Don't know what their evidence was that I set the fire. He just automatically assumed his Jim caught fire. That it had to be that Jimmy. Now we go look for the townie. Yeah, there should still be an investigation going for why the school was on fire. And some, fire engines, all that good stuff. Finding Johnny Vincent, huh?
It's not my fault!
Well, where'd he go then, you tramp?
Who you callin' a tramp? I loved Johnny. Not exclusively, I'll grant you, but I loved him. Now he's gone.
Hey, what's going on?
Johnny's disappeared, gone crazy, abducted by aliens.
I bet it was you, Hopkins.
Yeah. Since you turned up, everything's gone really weird.
King of the school.
Who's the daddy-o now, huh? My love has gone. Find him, King.
Quit poking me. You're both acting crazy. Cut it out. Now tell me,
Yes,
where's Johnny?
some would say irrational.
I don't know. Nobody's seen him. He got a little brokenhearted after we split up, but it's not my fault.
Someone said they saw a couple of asylum orderlies driving up to his house. But you know how people love to talk. Johnny wasn't crazy.
Why is everything's Jimmy's fault?
He was a real
Heavy is the head that wears the
not
crown,
like
my friend.
you, Jimmy.
Shit rolls
Look,
uphill
I'll
in
get
that
your boy
situation.
back, all right? See you later, freaks.
Doesn't matter if it's not your fault or not. People are just like demand you do something about it. You wanted the throne. Comes with the all that entails. All right, over to the oh god, psych ward. Get offered a supervisor position and Phil. This will be, yeah, it kind of is actually. Oh, cool. We're in the the white trash town. Looks kind of like where I live actually. Feels like home. Yep. We also have random explosives thrown at us. There's nothing like, decrepit industrial zone to make you feel comfortable. Just look at all those beautiful closed down buildings. Urban decay, man. Love it. Up here. The decrepit zone in your area was replaced with an Amazon warehouse. That also feels familiar. As it should be. On what authority did the orderlies have to kidnap Johnny and take him to the asylum? Shut up. That's what authority. I don't know. things just work that way in this universe. They did the same thing to the teacher. You know, it's a children's world, so children's logic applies. Gary's just that charismatic. To be fair, though, as Neospace points out, a lot of the people in that school should be institutionalized. You know, after the last guy broke out of here, you think they would have tightened up security. Manhunt flashbacks? Yeah, people were saying that the last time I was here. Well, they have him much deeper in the facility. They should have never shut down the asylums. Now they're loose all over Twitter. You know, that's one of the best permutations of that joke I've seen. Hey, Detritus, how are you? Shit.
Not have permission to be here.
Oh, that blows. Well, I was trying to sneak in. I waited for him to turn his head, but he turned it back real quick. Chad, I don't think this game is actually built for stealth. Just a suggestion. Maybe we could just call his parents and have them get him out. My sneaking suit? You mean the bull costume? If I did the dance, do you think they'd cheer and be like, let me go? The Dad of War update? You've gotten to the point where your boy is broken and being a little shit. No, you don't got too much longer in the game left then. Did I get a red ninja costume? I did. I'm not sure how I sneak past this guy. As long as I'm not in his vision cone, I should be fine. Even if that makes no sense. He's nearsighted? No.
Jimmy, you gotta get me out of here. You gotta get into the control room to open the door. Get an orderly uniform from the laundry room. Dropout set me up. What are you waiting for?
Go to the laundry room. Uh-oh. Throwing an apple at someone was a marriage proposal in ancient Greece. That's why Kratos destroyed the apple thrown at him. Maybe I can add a list of crimes Jimmy has committed. It's a possibility. We're Agent 47 now, yo. Kind of literally. Hide the body. When's a Life is Strange 2 video coming? Tomorrow. It's all done. It's actually already uploaded to YouTube.
You want your break?
Man, this is so boring.
He buys that. This is Agent 47 in his childhood. Holy shit, that is some ancient hardware. It's just a regular old Apple Macintosh. What's up, Samurai? How are you? Find a way out of the asylum. Oh, you just looked it. I was overthinking that one by a lot. What was even the point?
Thanks for getting me out, Jimmy.
How'd you get in there to begin with?
Some of the local kids said they'd gotten together with Lola. I went a little crazy.
I can believe that.
Yeah, anyway, so I gotta find Lola, see if it's true or not. See ya.
All
I
right,
think it's likely true, yes, after her history. What if Pokemon Sword and Shield took place in Boldsworth? It'd be a...
Nice work, Jimmy.
You know, that's a mod I would like to see happen.
I'll pay you if you get the runaway
Find and guide the
back here.
patients back.
Who
No.
knows what they'll do?
No, thank you. Alright, where's the next mission at? Down in the town. We got time for that one. My bike's still over here, though. Greasers get too attached to their lovers, man. Guard will remember that. He'll come back and ask me like 5 minutes from now. Some of these characters in this game could very well be Pokemon trainers in the same vein. I mean, there is a Gary. That's probably what sponsored you, made you ask that question in the first place. How's the new anime for Pokemon, by the way? Ash is still 10. It'll be 28 in 2 days. Oh, congrats then. What's this? Awful. Start Townies Challenge. Sure, why not?
It's a pretty cool game. It's all about killing things and taking their stuff.
What was it called? Grottos and Gremlins or something like that?
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing in here?
I'm here to beat you up and evict you.
Enough talking. Let's fight.
Let's.
I'm dressed like a doctor, too. Oh, Townies be tough. With all the punk music. Ash is kindred. He's a vampire, you mean? You guys just haven't listened to enough Rage Against the Machine to, you know, beat me up. He's the arsonist. I'm pretty sure that just, you know, character model gets reused all the time.
Simple. Another one for the collection.
Future Street Race, huh? I think I already played that one. Like I said, they probably just reused his character model here. Let's leave. We got a mission to do. Start revenge on Mr. Burton. There she be.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Well, it looks like you're looking at me, scumbag.
Like I said, nothing. Oh, come on. I don't want to fight you. My name's Jimmy.
Zoe. I was at Bulworth once. I got kicked out.
This is the proto Chloe.
Let's just say Mr. Burton is a dirty creep.
Seriously? I would love to teach that guy a lesson. He bullies everyone.
You know, he goes jogging every day and regularly uses the porta potties in the park.
Yuck.
Yeah, so if we could catch him in one on top of a hill, then Mr. Burton could have a really interesting time in it.
Yeah, but they're all chained together. We'll need to get some bolt cutters.
Go get some from the Spaz Industries building and meet me at the park.
You know,
make sure no one sees you.
You could probably sell that skirt. I need to go change out of this horrible set of clothes I'm wearing. 80s rocker outfit. Not gonna lie, would smash. Well, she technically is the waifu of the game. My cat just freaked out something. What are you doing in there, Dex? She fell off the table or something. Where are you even going? Oh, down there. That's illegal? What is? At least Chloe has a personality as shit when true, unlike Max. No, that's not really fair. I think Max did have a personality. She's definitely gonna win any awards for the best character ever, though. She was just ultra concerned, was her character. Too much of a wallflower, but a lot of people like the wallflower character type. Especially in anime. I need armor.
You really make me want to be nice to you.
Hey, Jimmy.
Look in my eyes for a sec.
Chad status. You never like. It's okay if you don't like her. Like I said, she's definitely not the best character ever.
You're so bad.
What is that girl doing in an alleyway? Exactly what she's supposed to be doing.
Sweet.
Chad, have you never just found a random girl in an alleyway? I mean, it happens all the time. She might be doing that high school, prostitution thing, who knows? I hear it's popular in Japan. Well, yeah, maybe she's doing graffiti. There. Destroy the porta potties before Mr. Burton finishes his run. I'm sure he won't notice us doing this. Rude. Return to Zoe. Which one was Mr. Burton again?
Excuse me. You're gonna regret this. My daddy's gonna sue. Who do you think you are?
No, it's mine. The panty guy? Oh, that one.
Damn vandals!
Quite the hunchback on him, doesn't he? dead.
Oh my God! Corn! I didn't have corn for dinner! Oh, this is awful!
Oh, I didn't need to see it.
Yuck! God damn, I stink! I'm gonna have to shower for days with bleach! Ah, this is worse than when I got hazed!
Enjoy hepatitis.
There we go. Done.
Hey, Jimmy, think you can help me out? Someone needs to send those preps
No.
a message. Tag up their part of town.
I have more pressing matters to do. $30 for what? Well, apparently the old Chloe paid us that. It was worth it to her. It was important, you know. Where to? Over there. Been a busy day for Jimmy. Died from dysentery. It's kind of hard to do that these days.
Son, I lost a bundle in the stock market. Pleased to see you again. What's prep school coming to when Alliance actually works?
Sepsis? Possible. There's a lot of illnesses he probably contracted, let's be honest.
Look at that ridiculous fighting!
Preppy's vandalized. Now what am I gonna be blamed for?
Oh, here he is, Mr. Big.
Yeah, it was you, creep.
What was me?
Don't play innocent with us. I tried that when Father caught me with Nanny. He gave me a good thrashing, and I've got half a mind to give you one.
Hey, look, just get to the point.
Someone stole our boxing trophies, buddy. They were heirlooms.
Well, it wasn't me, rich boy, so relax.
Well, if it wasn't you, then who was it?
I bet it was those greaseballs. I know it. They've always hated us. There's so much for peace in our time, Popper. Just great.
Let's get them. Yes, it's time to teach those poor, disrespectful scum a lesson.
Wait, relax. Maybe it wasn't them. Maybe it was someone else.
Nobody hates us, apart from them.
Oh yeah, they do. Everyone hates you. You're all awful.
Oh, la-dee-da. Now he tells us. You are pathetic, Hopkins. You're not a leader. Out of my way. Come on, men. Let's go.
Okay.
It's war.
Hold on. Wait here. I'll go get your trophy back from those greaseballs. Oh, man.
Maybe this king thing isn't such a great idea. Your father also caught you with the nanny, did he? Why can't we ring the bell when we're on the bike? I think the big stuff happens. Actually, where's that at? Over there. I think a big event happens next, actually. You know, we might actually beat this game tonight. An alcoholic, a teacher seducing her student for favors, a date rape lunch lady, a date rape bio teacher and with a plant fetish, extortionist music teacher, an obvious oblivious pimp principal, and horny assistant. Shit was Jimmy's mom thinking. Get Jimmy out of the house so she can have sex with her new rich husband. That's what she was thinking. Wait, what? It's weird when you see like an actual main NPC just driving around. Testing? What are you getting ready to sing as a song, Mike?
Alright, Vance. Did you guys steal the Preppy's trophies?
No way, man. After the townie's been saying all that stuff about Lola and made Johnny crazy, we don't care about those stuck-up jerks.
The Townies? Really?
Yeah, and Johnny says you're no friend of ours anymore. But since you got him out, I'll let you walk
Really? He
away
said that
from
after I
this
broke him out of
Well,
the psych
Since I
ward.
already beat you,
I guess I believe you.
You're not my friend anymore, Johnny. My bike's gone.
Have a nice trip.
That's how you show your appreciation. Alright. I see how it is, Johnny. What if he was a self-check-in? He clearly wanted out. He asked us to help him escape. Back with my people, townies. Has Jimmy been dethroned of power? Not quite yet. Find the townies putting rats in the crates and get a picture. This is quite the operation for a bunch of, high school dropouts. They took over an entire warehouse. Get tattoos? I don't need tattoos. I'm not the type to ink myself up.
Ow! It bit me! Better hope you don't get rabies. I can just imagine the look on their face when they get another crazy.
Not dropouts, yeah, they just get expelled, but...
All the little nerds running around screaming like girls. Hurry up! Can't be late for the party at the docks. Alright, come on. They're burning those trophies down at the docks.
Travel to dock. I mean, seriously, they just took over a warehouse and can do this. Whoops. Y'all okay in touching rats with your bare hands? Maybe they're, science rat. I don't know, they're probably clean. Probably. The mystery. Stolen trophies. Maybe we should stop them from burning it. Not too late. I like that this game has turned into Beyond Good and Evil now. Jade! What are you doing, Jade? Those poor plastic cheap trophies, exactly. The Valkyries are some of the best optional bosses. I thought they were pretty good. They are. That's not a way out. You got stuck at that one part in Beyond Good and Evil and stopped playing. Which part? There's many parts to that game. I really like that game. I don't have high hopes for the sequel, though, to be honest with you. How's everyone doing? I think everyone seems like they're doing fine. Seems like a positive night. It's been kind of chill tonight, actually. factory and you didn't know where to go. The game's pretty linear. I don't remember ever getting lost in it. I hate this part of town. You can't really cut across anything. Miss the button, Dart? What button? Why don't I use the skateboard? I do, but normally I have a bike. Using the skateboard anything but the road is usually not a good idea. It just doesn't go very fast. Let me reiterate. Who do you not have high hopes for Beyond Good and Evil sequel? The new Beyond Good and Evil game. Yeah, I don't really have the highest of hopes for it. And mainly because it just doesn't look like the original game. It looks like it's gonna probably, you know, be Ubisoft-ized. I mean, I hope I'm proved wrong and it turns into a good game. But right now, I just don't see it. It's been cancelled many times. It's gone through many iterations, and it's now arrived at this kind of open world space sim game, and I'm just like, eh. I mean, there is the argument to be made that that's what they originally wanted to do with Beyond Good and Evil, that the technology didn't exist back in, you know, early 2000s, but I don't know. I'll have to wait and get my hands on it first. I just don't trust Ubisoft much anymore. If you're just dropping in to ask me, yo, please not succumb to a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. Well, I've been pretty good about never giving in to sponsorship, except for the one I did for Discord, so I think we're safe. Unless I get desperate for money, and it's either you, hear about, how about this, chat? Would it be fair if I, you know, chill for a Raid Shadow Legends if it comes down to between that and sucking cock under a bridge somewhere for money? That might be the one thing, like, you know what, this Raid Shadow Legends game doesn't seem so bad.
Well, Hopper, what did you find?
Yeah, who took our trophies?
Don't tell me. It was the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, either it was the Tooth Fairy or the Grease Balls. I wonder which one.
Actually, trust fund babies. It was neither. It was those townies.
Which townies?
The ones who hang out by the factory.
Them? Why would they steal our trophies? Don't talk crap, Hopkins.
I'm not. I've got a picture to prove it.
Why? They don't have any problems with us.
Yeah, poor kids just love rich kids who act like stuck-up jerks, don't they?
Been overtaking lots of YouTubers lately. Yeah, I'm aware.
They did everything. Put Johnny Vincent in the home, let the rats out of the library, everything.
I've been, like, every week they send me an email, actually.
Because I listened to Gary.
So it is your fault.
No, it was Gary's fault.
You, my friend, have got delusions of grandeur. Nobody cares about you or Gary. You're ridiculous. Come on, Biff. Let's leave this king of the school to his pathetic little fantasies.
You are an idiot, Hopkins.
I've got a photograph.
You know what you can do with that, don't you?
Show it to you? You know, I don't even understand why Raid Shadow Legends is so popular with all the YouTubers. That kind of deal is usually not that good unless you have a huge audience. That's the kind of deal where it's like, you only get really paid any money for how many people you get to sign up for it. So unless you can, really convince your audience to sign up for it, you're not going to make much off of it. They shell up. They might have a... I've never responded to any of their emails, so I don't know exactly what they offer. But usually that kind of deal is exactly as described, is that you get a code that people have to use, and the more people who use that code to sign up for it, you get a, cut of that. But you have to get a lot of people to sign up for it to actually make any decent money. Sometimes they have a one-time payout bonus that goes up depending on the number you get. But yeah, there's quite a few of those companies that are on, but Raid is the biggest one right now. You got the Dollar Shave Club, you got the Audibles. Skillshare is another one. Like, have any of you ever gone to Skillshare to learn anything? Like, I wonder how to do this arts and craft I want to learn. Let me go to Skillshare. You have? What did you go to Skillshare to learn, if you don't mind me asking? I've gone on there and I never found anything that I couldn't learn off a free video off YouTube. Tried to learn how to video edit it. You can, like I said, you can find those same videos free all over YouTube that are usually better than what you'll find on Skillshare. Uh-oh. Principal wants to see me. But yeah, you guys don't have to worry about me shilling out too much unless I run into, you know, hard financial times, and maybe I try to buy a house. And suddenly the YouTube revenue goes down. Like, okay, time to shill some shit. That might do it. But other than that, I'm not you know, desperate for money. I'd rather people come here to Twitch and sub to me instead of that, or buy a T-shirt or something. Raid has a story though, so I better see it. Everything wrong with Raid Shadow. Does it have a story? One that I would even care even remotely about to pay all the money to see it all? Go to the principal.
Ah, Hopkins. Now, I'm not one to give in to popular sentiment.
You can tell that by your clothes.
What?
I'm saying you dress great.
Irrelevant. As I said, I am not a people pleaser, but in your case, I'm going to make an exception.
An exception? Cool.
Yes, you are without a doubt the least popular boy in the school right now. Even that fat child who wets himself is more popular than you. Coincidentally, it has also come to my attention that you are a filthy, dirty, foul-mouthed, awful little vandal.
Yeah, well, we already knew that.
Very droll. A comedian till the end. Well, you'll have to pursue your comedic talents elsewhere, boy. Bullworth is not for you.
I'm not the one who's funny. You know what's funny? You. You're a joke, you old creep. You and your stuck-up, lame-ass school, with its bullies and sex-pest teachers. This place is a dump, and you're a big-nosed freak. This school rewards losers and bullies. I just stand up to them.
You painted obscene graffiti on the town hall, boy. I have it on good authority it was you.
Oh yeah? Then who squealed? Tell me that.
A commendable pupil did feel the need to tell me you were responsible for this outrage.
Gary Smith! Look, I may have painted a few jokes on the town hall, but that kid likes to torture people.
Gary Smith is the next head of this school. He's responsible, courteous, and not afraid of being an unpopular leader.
You are blind, old man, blind!
And you are leaving. I tried to contact your mother, but she's still off on a cruise. Until I hear from her, I will have to let you stay here in your room. But you may not wear the school uniform or attend classes.
Gotta be kidding
You are
me.
leaving the academy to attend to your education elsewhere. Now get out!
Whatever, man.
Gary. Remember when that one dude, Spoonie, started a Patreon to create a Spoonie movie and use that money to buy a house? I don't remember that. No, I don't. Didn't hit my radar. Gamer over, man. But yeah, but there have been plenty of people who have started Patreons and then that actually kills off their, you know, their drive. I don't know. There's some. It doesn't happen to most, but there are some people that as soon as you remove that, you know, that predator instinct to compete as hard as you can, and you're like, oh, I got this more, you know, stable income now. It just their productivity just drops sometimes. Not for everyone, but some. There's something about YouTube when you just have to compete that you have to stay on the ball, release that content left and right for as often as you can. That just keeps your toes to the grind. And then as soon as you get on Patreon, like, oh well, I got this steady income every month. I guess I can slack off a little bit now. I can take it easy. Bustin' in part 1. Jimmy is now officially punished, Jimmy. Bustin'.
Hey Jimmy, how you doing?
Terrible. Everybody hates me.
Everybody might hate you, but everybody laughs at me.
Yeah, that's true. Those kids are jerks anyway, but I tried.
I know.
I mean, I tried to do the right thing, make people happy, stop all the fighting, make everyone calm down. Now everyone laughs at me. People used to be scared of me, and now I'm a joke.
It was Gary. It must have been.
I know. I can't deal with the fact that that kid beat me.
Well, it ain't over yet. God, one minor setback and you're acting like a baby. You're pathetic.
I've been expelled. They're just waiting for my mother to come back from her 58th honeymoon, then I'm out of here. How is that a minor setback?
Losers!
Oh, shut up, you fat dork.
Whatever. You and your has-been friend don't scare me.
See? Even a dork like that laughs at me.
We gotta prove
Yeah,
Gary
finish
was
all the
behind
classes, everything
Don't
but
even
math
know
and
if it was
geometry.
Gary. All we know is townie kids beat up a bunch of Bulworth kids. I mean, I don't even care anymore.
Well, we've got to find out what's going on. Come on.
Okay, but if we're gonna take on those townies, we're gonna need a bunch of backup. Someone big who doesn't hate me yet.
Russell. He'll be at his house at Old Bulworth Vale.
Yes, Russell. Especially that Dartigan, his Patreon started up. What are you talking about? I must have missed who you're talking about. Especially that his Patreon started up and he disappeared. Let me look up. Onision or who? I don't know every YouTuber. Okay, I know a lot of them, but I don't know every YouTuber drama story. Russell is apparently just too stupid to hate us. No. People ask me to start Patreons all the time. I try to avoid doing it unless I need to. There comes a point, I feel, when you have to be satisfied with the amount of money you're making of what you're currently doing, and not just try to, like, squeeze for more. So, I don't want to do a Patreon unless, you know, the ad revenue on YouTube just dries up. Russell apparently lives in the rich part of town. Isn't the American way? Well, it's everyone's way, not just America, but to me, I don't feel comfortable doing that. Just where I just like wring out a few more pennies out of everyone. It's just not me. If I deserve to make more money, then my revenue will go up on YouTube from just getting more views, is the way I see it. And only if YouTube fucks me over while I try to do something else. Am I getting revenue from Twitch? Yes, but not all that much. I get enough on Twitch normally to usually pay for the production costs of the videos. Ruffle. He was just waiting there all day for us, was he? Again, I'm not speaking ill of how anyone else runs their channel, but this is the way I prefer to do it. Like there's always a possibility YouTube's new algorithm changes will screw me over. I think I'm pretty safe for right now. I don't really see the stuff coming next month hurting me any, but we'll see. So far I've weathered every YouTube change without really any major problem. It's never really affected me much. I've always tried to like think ahead and try to keep my channel in the clear and not, you know, outside the bounds where I would possibly get, you know, bad times. I apparently don't know how to speak right now, but I'm pretty confident that the whole child thing, the child video thing, the kids video stuff, won't affect me any. In fact, there's actually darkly the possibility that I can end up making more, because all that ad revenue that we're going to like children's channels has to go somewhere, and it might get redistributed onto other channels that's, you know, meet the cut. What's up, Greenhood? How are you? My most viewed video is not Minecraft. My most viewed video is for Resident Evil 7. Followed closely by The Last of Us.
Damn!
What's happening to children's channels? Basically being mass demonetized. Dead. Yeah. Yeah, children's channels won't be able to really be monetized anymore. And they were big breadwinners for YouTube. They got, if you ever gone to children's channels and see how much money, how many views they get, You're talking like 10 to 20 million views per video sometimes. They rolled in the fucking dough.
Smashing into our barricade like that? Completely out of control. Are you crazy?
I've got to talk to that Edgar kid.
I don't think he wants to talk to you. And you can't get in while the power is out anyways.
How did a bunch of kids take over a power plant? Ow. No, brick. Oh, you dick. How are we doing, friend? We're doing pretty good. We're discussing YouTube politics tonight, amongst other things. Do you think there is a gap for someone to start an EGA Games channel to contrast Gaming Sins channel in the same way they Cinema Wins? So, what is EGA? In the same way Cinema Gaming Sins channel in the same way that Cinema Wins for Cinema Sins? Or do you think that it would translate well? I think there's room for that, sure. I can't tell you how well it would do, but I think there's room for it. Camera angle is fucked. Pick up brick. God. So much jank when you're trying to pick up an item. Also, Savage, thank you. I mean, Mike gifted a sub to, you know, the GOAT. As opposed to everything wrong with. Okay, so, but yeah, I think that could work. It really just depends on the execution, to be honest. Everything always depends on the execution. Anything can really work. It's just how well you personally can pull it off. I've never really cared anything myself for the whole Cinema Wins thing, because usually the stuff I don't mention is the stuff that's already a win. It's already good. Is the way I've always looked at it. It's like the good you don't usually have to point out. It's the bad that's kind of hidden, you know, like a good magic trick that makes it fun to point out. I point out good stuff. I only point out something good when it's exceptionally good, I think. Something that truly impresses me that I don't see too much in other games. And like me pointing out one good thing out of a video where I mention 100 bad things, it's not really the tone of the video. You're sad at being ignored. I can't respond to everyone. What are you saying? Your audio is really low. You know, let's use our potato gun. Can we see what year this is, perhaps? Nope. You're thinking my bully video will receive a good amount of views. Well, it'll probably be a while. I'll have to pretty much replay the entirety of the first half of the game because I lost all the footage due to the game crashing. You'd pay a lot of money for a bully TV show. I wouldn't. I don't think it'd make a great of a TV show. Would Compa affect my Twitch streams? Not that I'm aware of. There's a difference. Twitch has never really had children on it, or you know, children audiences, while YouTube did. That's where the whole Compa thing comes from. Like, you're not really seeing any children's entertainment on Twitch, so it won't really affect it at all. take the footage from Twitch, the Twitch footage that would had my voice playing over it most of the time. I don't think that'd be a great idea. I should probably get on the bike. Hey Dex, what are you doing, kitty? Did that work? I don't know what I did. Apparently it worked. Surprisingly, the cat movie did terribly. I have no idea why that movie even exists. Was anyone really asking for it? But hey, every once in a while you need a movie that's so bad that reminds you what the good is. I think the movie was so bad even furries hated it. That's pretty impressive then. Because it gives them an even worse name. It's hard to give a furry a worse, worse reputation at this point. After all the just weird freaky shit you hear about them. I sure do like this, hit all these switches missions. I think I'm going to disagree with you on that. I think The Rise of the Skywalkers is probably a much better movie than Cats. Let's be honest. If you were forced to watch one, which one would it be? Push the button pusher. Is that a reference to ghost stories? I think it is. Looking forward to Dune? It's alright. I like the book. Find Omar and get the key. They're so enraptured with her. Damn. Popular. Am I looking forward to the Robot Uprising? As long as I get my neuromods, I'm fine with it. That way I can be part of them.
We don't like your kind around.
My kind? Family lets their dog outside. He returned with a baby koala. Are you just like reading the news right now? This looks like this was relevant to Dartigan's stream. I just want to point out we've invaded an entire electrical plant just to find some kid who took it over. Follow Edgar. Hey, Templar, you have a great night. Thank you for this camera angle, game. Been in and out of chat tonight because you've been trying to take some phone calls, doing some businessmen, making some moves. Hey Dartigan, did you see Remind? And what are your thoughts on it if you don't mind me? I haven't seen it, no. Haven't had much time the past couple months for movies or TV. Been all working on videos and everything else. Been kind of busy. I don't think I'm going to have time for anything next year, just with the size and scope of everything coming out. Like TV and movies are just going to have to wait. Okay. I thought there was some TV show he's asking about, but I've seen the trailer for Remind, and I'm sure it will be just as confusing as everything else related to Kingdom Hearts. Then, don't expect it to answer any questions. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to read a manga in preparation to play a video game. I don't care what game it is. If I play 1, 2, and 3 of a game, that should be enough to let me know everything that's going on. I don't have to go read every Wikipedia entry. Wow, that is harder to do than Sean. Ow. Look at how shit this fight can be. He let his guard down. I went for a swing. I think I can go that way. Oh, fuck. Go. Is there a soda can anywhere? The only way to understand the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC is to play the board game. Oh. Rip the pipes off the wall to use against Edgar. High schoolers, by the way. Fighting in a sewage treatment plant.
want some more? Come on, big guy. You still think messing with me is a good idea?
No, no, no.
Good. That's what I thought. Now, what made you think it was a good idea in the first place?
Aw, man. I hate that school. My parents couldn't afford to send me there, and now I'm stuck in this dump of a town. Gary said we make them all pay.
Wait a second. Gary? That backstabbing, two-faced sociopath put you up to this? Ah, I bet he said the two of you would take over the school or some crap.
Hey, how'd you know?
Because he told me the same garbage. Didn't do me any good either. Come on. You're gonna help me make him pay for his lies.
Would I be in a WWE match with The Rock for charity?
You know,
Oh no, I wouldn't want to be
Jimmy.
standing anywhere near someone that could be that large to compare to me. Like, there's no way I'm looking good. Just donate the money, Rock.
There was never any doubt.
All you gotta do. Did you miss the part where Russell blew up on a motorcycle? Yeah, that already happened. Right there is the evidence of it too. I don't think is The Rock even involved with WWE anymore? I think he's kind of left that behind. Got too big. Guy who's been transparently evil since day one. I didn't see it coming. It was a big surprise. I know. Strangely, we haven't seen him around for a long, long time.
Hey there.
You think we would see him in class every once in a while? Yeah, our match 2 years ago. I mean, the guy who wore a Nazi uniform during y'all Halloween? I know. I mean, I was surprised as you guys. He seemed like the sweet boy. I need kiss armor? I'll get kiss armor from a girl at school. If they'll still kiss me. Well, let's check this one out.
Hi. You want to kiss me?
I've been thinking about human sexuality and would.
Those guys are like kids today.
That was
Zoomers.
exactly as I expected.
This I just realized this is a Zoomer simulator. Yeah, I also need to fill up my regular health too. I think that only gives you the health bonus. Let's stop by the soda machine. Were I like that in high school? You mean kissing the bad boys? Yeah, kinda. I mean, a badass? Exactly.
Check this out. Just please leave me alone. Stop it, pal. Why do you have to do that?
Ah, taste of chemical burn.
Lots of soda.
Liquid sugar. Nice.
Okay.
Stick it in your ear!
I want to go call my mom.
But your first kiss was Gary. It was me. No, it was me, Gary, actually. Gary's been in disguise. Maybe Gary is vampire. Let's just do all the memes. Oh no, Gary da. Actually, if you're pronouncing it properly, it'd be Gary. Konogari da. Gary desu ne. Gary-san. There we go. Now we're doing it. Where are we headed to? Back over to town. Gary, he's a physical specimen. He's actually not that big. Not nearly as, the gym members. Let's leave their memes to themselves, though. Physical specimen. What if God was Kojima all along? Then we're doomed. It's a future I don't want to live in. It's very confusing. Gary and his stand Bullsworth. It's still no match for my stand Raid Shadow Legends. In other words, it's a stand just like Star Platinum. See, we can do this all night, chat. It's easy to do memes. Memes, the fast food of comedy. We're all getting fat on memes. We're getting meme diabetes at this rate. We need some green smoothies, and by that I mean, green comedy smoothie, which is, I think that dude just died behind me. By that I mean, blend up George Carlin, put him in a drink. Kojima is God. Then what does that make Yoko Taro? The Joker? I don't know, something along those lines. He's like the wild card. But thank you for the 500 bits as well. Mima beaties, yes, exactly. Our your body's resistance to memes depreciates.
What the hell are you doing here?
Looking for you, Zoe. I think I'm in love.
Don't be ridiculous. Haven't you heard?
Heard what, my love?
The school has broken out into a massive fight. Every gang and faction is fighting each other.
What?
Yeah!
Oh man, I gotta go. How am I gonna deal with this? I'm gonna need some serious backup. Where's Russell? Where's your buddy Edgar?
Russell has been holed up in the Wonder Meat slaughterhouse, hiding from the cops. He's worried about going to prison after stealing that bike.
Russell can comprehend prison?
Yeah, he's expelled, yes.
Look, I'll see you later.
Well, what about love?
It'll have to wait, Zoe. Duty calls.
He tried to, should have taken up the offer while I was there. By the way, chat, we're on the final mission. Final set of missions, that is, I mean. What's going to be after this? I'm not sure. Rescue Russell from Wonder Meats. Wow, they...
There you are. I don't know what to do. And I smell like meat.
It smells like meat. He just ran out, that's all it took. Please have Prince of Persia games be after this. I don't think I'd want to play all 3 Prince of Persia games in a row. Maybe one of them if I do. They didn't even stop him. They're after me instead. Russell just needed positive encouragement.
Come on out. No one's gonna hurt you.
Man, what great cops.
Come on, we gotta get to the school. All hell's breaking loose.
Hey, Jim, this is your turf. What the hell's going on? The whole place has gone mental.
Yeah, it's your old friend Gary. He's the one causing all the trouble. The kid's a complete psycho, and now he's got the teachers and prefects on his side.
So?
So, we run in there, try to stop the fighting, and find a way to deal with Gary.
Now, I think the police could do this a lot better.
How are we gonna stop a load of kids from beating the crap out of each other?
It's America. We go in there with threats and bribes until we get what we want. If all else fails, we beat the crap out of everyone.
That's counterintuitive to what you just said.
Russell likes to hurt people for peace.
Cool.
Then it's a plan.
Russell, you just won the game. Let's stop these kids from beating the crap out of each other by beating the crap out of them ourselves. Search the school buildings for the faction leaders. Like, how many rumors could Gary actually tell to get everyone fighting like this? And there's only so many times you can say, "Hey, I heard this guy said this about you," before everyone kind of catches on that you're just making shit up. Oh, my handiwork isn't needed there. This is how World War I happened. Everyone just had a truce or, you know, an agreement to fight with each other. Oh, men are so violent.
Ernest, you nerd! What were you thinking? You idiot! Gary's plans are a load of crap! I should know!
Audio isn't supposed to be like this, is it?
Whatever! I'm gonna stop you both!
Wasn't it a big deal not too long ago this place was burning? There's a fire right there. Oh, damn. Kill him, why don't you, Russell? When did this turn into Lord of the Flies? Just now, actually. Not much build up to it, actually, even. It's like, it just happened that way. Like I said, Gary just went around telling everyone, hey, this guy said this about your mother. And that's all it took. Can you put out the fire? Doesn't matter. Not important right now. Kids to beat up, you know?
Oh, it's the thug! Don't worry, boys. I'll deal with him. You're getting really tiresome, Darby. Cut it out. You're about to be burning with the black eye.
Mean right hook on that boy. Use potato launcher? We could. Or we can just let Russell handle things. And pelt him with eggs. Eggs, in hindsight, aren't that great. Filthy Democrat. I think he's dead, Chief. No, he's alive. Pretty God, if I have to fight Jimmy after I broke him out of a psychiatric ward, I'm gonna be very cross. That's how you repay a man? Man, committing felonies is so cool. So, shouldn't like half the student body or more be expelled after this? I mean, it doesn't really matter if you get Gary after it. All these kids deserve to be expelled, correct? This was some pretty serious violence. I don't think the whole, oh, they were manipulated by another student is gonna cut it. Expelled and arrested, yeah. This is a straight up riot at this point. This is the American school. I don't know what schools you went to, but I've never had actual riots break out. What's going on at the girls' dorm?
This is awesome.
You're not writing anything.
What the hell are you doing, Johnny? Why are you taking orders from Gary?
Shut up, Jimmy. You left us and everything went down the toilet.
I beat you once, I'll beat you again.
This is a boss rush, I just realized. No one can deny that Speedwagon is the ultimate waifu. He's just the best reaction guy. You know, if there was a YouTube channel called Speedway Reacts to Things, I would be down for subbing to that. Or Speedwagon, not Speedway. Two different things. The Speedwagon Reaction channel. That's something I think I would want to watch.
I can feel my insides rotting already.
Listen to that funky piano.
Bunch of bitches. That was incredibly satisfying. Edgar, go help everyone calm down. I've got some business with Gary.
Understood. Good luck.
What's that in your hand? Weapons are for prefects only.
Get off my little...
The big kids. Oh, lose one weapon in a cutscene, lose all your weapons. The ultimate one.
Come on.
Your attention, please. Jimmy is complete human trash.
Gary, you little bitch! Come out!
Make video on a Harry Potter game. There's a new one coming out, apparently. It's been rumored for a while and had even a trailer kind of leak. So I'll probably, if I do, it'll be on that one. Though I don't think your play is Harry Potter in it.
Why'd you do it, Gary?
Why not? I won! I tricked everyone! Starting with you, the head, the loser kids in town, and the prefects. Me! I won!
You are sad, man.
I might be sad, but I run your world, moron! And don't you forget it! You did all my dirty work for me, Hopkins. You're like a puppet, only dumber!
Whatever. Let's finish this.
Heads up!
It's Gary. Uh-oh.
If you proved me one thing this year, it's slow.
So why did we come out here?
Hopkins. You're too trusting, Jimmy. From the
Hey, hi guy. See you later.
pathetically naive. Careful, don't hurt yourself. Poor little Jimmy, all alone in big scary Bullworth.
Epic music. It is a banger.
Just needing a friend, any friend. You were so easy to manipulate, Jimmy. And once we were friends, it was all so clear. You had your lust for power, but without intelligence to back it up. Using you as a pawn was so wonderfully obvious.
He likes the monologue, doesn't he?
Let him play his childish little games with Ernest, Ted, Darby, Johnny, and Edgar, and just wait for the right moment to swoop in and take
Get him. Get big smoke.
it was like lining up dominoes. It all fell together so perfectly. We were all wasting time with doors like I was in the door, planning.
Hurricane season or something?
You were racing bikes while you were playing the carnival like a child. My play. The thing is, if I win, you're just another punk. You win, and you'll be sent away even quicker for beating up the head boy.
Why
Why'd you do it, Gary?
Because I can! Because making little people like you and the morons who run this place eat out of the palm of my hand feels great!
But I never did anything to you!
You would've if I'd given you the chance! Face it, I'm smarter than you!
Oh, congratulations! You're smarter than me! You hate everyone and everyone hates you! Genius!
The head likes me!
He stalled for time in that cutscene.
Turned his dumb school into a battleground, got kids expelled unfairly.
I think he was just
put
fat and liked
squirrels
food.
into therapy, and he still likes me!
You're such a loser!
Well, at least my mom doesn't make her living on her back!
You're dead!
Oh, your mama joke.
What are you doing?
This is a Metal Gear ending. Not exactly difficult though. Let's hear the music for a bit though. He's got a strong defense now. Nano machines, Jimmy. They keep their heart in response to physical trauma.
Smith! I heard the whole thing!
How?
You're expelled!
How did you hear any of that?
Yes, sir! Sorry.
He heard the
didn't
whole
see
thing
you
in a storm while we were on the top of the building.
I think I may have judged you too unfairly, boy. Yes, a little rough around the edges, but you're a diamond, boy. A diamond.
Thank you, sir.
Now take out the trash, would you, Hopkins?
My pleasure.
So it was you who took on this
While the bells were
monstrous
ringing
little
even.
wretch, was it?
Yep.
What a hero. A lone wolf.
Uh-huh. Well, no. To be honest, sir, I did have a lot of help from some friends. Like this girl, Zoe. She got expelled because she complained about Mr. Burton hitting on her.
Burton? Well, he's fired. I hope he rots in hell.
And a guy named Peter Kowalski, good friend of mine.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, well, he keeps quiet. He's kind of shy.
Shy? The boy must be a genius. Why, he should be head of the school.
Pete? Great idea. Now, about that letter to my mother.
What letter?
Game wraps up pretty
Finally,
quickly.
Everything is sorted out, more or less. I mean, I don't want to say we're going to live happily ever after or anything like that, but life is certainly going
Yeah, I
to
always
get
felt like the
easier.
ending was a bit rushed. But then all GTA games, or most Rockstar games, always had that rush feeling to their ending. They just kind of happens. Got your girl? Yeah. The rocker girl. Wish she would have gotten more time though. She was kind of underused. We're gonna sweep all those felonies under the rug. Hey, no evidence. That's how it is. Except for, you know, Russell should definitely be going to jail. What are the odds Jimmy got a disease from all those girls he kissed? They all seemed like they were pretty clean, except for Lola. Lola was the only one that was, definitely getting around. You like GTA 5's ending? I didn't like the lead up to it. It was just kind of like, oh, it's time to end the game. Let's go kill everyone real quick. Can we watch some Goose Game? Watch Goose Game? No, I don't think we'll do that. Will we end the stream? I'm not sure yet, actually. Maybe I'll think of something, while the credits are rolling. So about your finish up your math class. Hey, you shut up. I've learned enough math. We could watch some trailers. No, I think I got a couple ideas we might do for that might kill an hour of time. Oh yeah, I graduated. Educated now. Get some lines, ask a girl out on a date. I don't need lines. I can just go like, hey girl, you want to go on a date? It's really all there is to it. They say no, they say no. There's not a whole lot of thought you have to put into it. I mean, let me do that. How many of you would date me right now? Let's see what the answer is. That'll give you the true test. See, already seeing some yeses. Hard maybes? Hey, that's still a maybe. Wanna hang out and eat a pineapple pizza? I'm afraid we're gonna have to see other people, my friend. That's that can't be rectified. Now all I have to do is ask how many of you who said yes are female. You'll end up in my Silent Hill fog world? I don't even know what that would be. I've said many times I do look like some of those Silent Hill protagonists. You're a straight male? Maybe I can change that. Both of those things, straight and male. It's changeable. All I have to do is you do one Raid Shadow Legends, shilling spree, and I can afford your surgery. That's right, I can make you all into my harem. Just takes a lot of surgery. And a lot of psycho, a lot of psycho, therapy. It'll be the weirdest manga you've ever fucking read, where the main character has to, pay for the sex change of all of his harem girls. To be honest though, that would probably be a successful manga. What would be the title of said manga? I became the protagonist in a harem manga. But all the girls are trannies. that manga probably already exists, to be honest. Well, I never said you were a harem protagonist. I said you're a harem girl in a harem anime. We are a weird community sometimes, chat. We were just talking about how good-natured we are just earlier at the beginning of the stream. Like you're so wholesome, and here we are talking about turning everyone in the chat into females so they can date me. Does my cat like being petted? Do you know of such a cat that doesn't like that? That's not stray. The duality of man. What is my most disappointing game of the decade? Was Final Fantasy 13 this decade or end of last decade? If so, that one. Since that was such a disappointment for the series. And then it continued for 2 more games. I'm not your type. You wouldn't date me. Give me time to change those minds and those panties. Your cat bites when you pet him. All cats do that. Do you tell Dex moo sometimes? No, I just do a little cat meow every once in a while. And she's like doing her, meow, and I'm like, meow, right back. I don't have enough RAM for you? You guys seriously underestimate me. Endless summer, huh? During Endless Summer, you can complete all the tasks that you may have missed. Take one last look at our trophy room here. Hey, shouldn't we have, our new girl's photo here? That's not right. There's like a spot for it, too. Time to finish math class. No, thank you. Danger! High voltage! When we touch. When we kiss. When we touch. Sorry, I see a poster and I go into Electric 6. The thong is not hers. That's from earlier in the game. Still don't know whose it is, actually. So, chat, what should we do? I think that's our jockstrap, actually, not our thong. Well, I think we're done with Bully for the time being. Sometimes I scare you. Well, that's a good thing. A true relationship always has a bit of fear in it. It's the art teacher's thong. Now, I'm pretty sure that was our jockstrap from when we did, like, gym stuff. Would I ever send Lost Odyssey? I would. It's just not high in my list. I mean, there's tons of games I can send, and just there's a lot of stuff ahead of it. What should we do, chat? I don't know if I wouldn't really want to end the stream just yet. What ideas do I have? Metal Goose. I don't really feel like playing, the Goose. That feels like it's, already been exhausted. Well, there is some of this neat AI stuff. Or, that's not what I'm looking for. I was gonna say maybe the AI dungeon thing, but that's really AI dungeon is really no different from sorcery. You can also play, Blasphemous. Let me give you something to look at, chat. I wasn't really planning on finishing up Bully so quickly tonight. I thought it'd at least take me another 30 or 40 minutes. A black screen of 1 hour. We could always, play Prince of Persia now that guy left, and then he'd be like, wait, what? Or we could take up our adventure in sorcery again, where we left off. We still have the City of Traps to, make some more adventures in. No, I'm not going to play Prince of Persia right now. That was a joke, chat. I'm not going to do that to a person. I also played this whole Final Fantasy IX thing. I've got that loaded up for reasons. You got the viewers for sorcery. I'm kind of leaning towards sorcery. I mean, I don't know how many of you will stick around for it, but you do get a vote on a lot of the stuff we do in sorcery. The headgear you're wearing during wrestling, I think we should play sorcery, actually. And yeah, like I said, if you want to watch it, that's fine. If not, I understand if you go to some other better streamer. But I don't really feel like playing anything else right now, so we're going to play a little bit of sorcery. For those of you who haven't seen any of my sorcery streams, it's kind of like a single-player D&D, where you make all these decisions, and I also let Chad make a bunch of the decisions. Last time we were, abducted and put on a pirate ship, and we had to fight our way out. And now we're still in the City of Traps, but We have to go to the other side of the City of Traps now. We've already done this, what we can do over here. You got work tomorrow? See you later, GMC. You need to get those 10 million coins so you can send Persona 5. That will take a while. Alright, so let me just bring up a straw poll page so I can do those. Alright, we shall begin now, chat. Abducted by pirates, you missed something? That was the last time I streamed this game. Alright, so we now have to cross the bridge. That is clearly not open. I mean, up. You cross the bridge over the river Jabaji, which runs like a slime trail through the center of the city. Then suddenly, the boards underfoot begin to creak. It looks like you might have damaged the bridge when you lowered it so quickly. Run for the other side. Throwing caution to the wind, you pelt for the far bank. You make it to the other side without serious incident and breathe a sigh of relief. Can we pile all of our coins together? You wish, but no. So we jumped across the other side. You have reached the banks of Upper Kare. The buildings here are not as grand as the south side of the river, but they are in much better condition. Fewer people live on this side, away from the fields and the hills, but those that do are richer. They are also most likely more dangerous. But of course it is on the side of the city that the North Gate stands. A crate from the sunken ship bobs in the shallows. By the way, we're still trying to get all these code words so we can get through the gate. We have to find the nobles, if you had forgotten. Salvage the crate. Once you've hauled the crate ashore and levered it open, you find inside an assortment of small daggers, of little use to you, and several tunics. But there is also a cloth-wrapped package containing 2 meals worth of bread, a cloth skull cap, and a pile of waterlogged leaflets printed with the words, "Vic for First Noble." You follow the road away from the river towards the fork in the road. If there are any nobles still in the city port, their houses are most likely to be on this side of the river. But which way? We lost so much gold in that pirate raid, though. We had like 40 gold. Yeah, we finished Bully Pretend. You got the skull cap, you can now read minds, exactly. Right, so, well, they said there was a decision there, but it's really just up here. The early morning sun is beginning to wake the streets of Kare. A few creatures roam this way and that. In one corner, a spring bubbles with fresh water. Drink from the fountain. You cup your hand in the water and drink a mouthful. It is fresh and invigorating. Look around. Looking left, the road heads through a residential area and seems well cared for. A short way off, to the right, is an open plaza. Ask for some directions. You stop a passing creature. Excuse me, I need to ask you. The creature's head is bowed and it doesn't look up, but it pulls itself free and hurries away. It is too miserable to speak. There's nothing for it, you will have to explore for yourself. Am I getting ready for the storm known as the upcoming games in spring? They're still like 2 months away from that, so I got plenty of time to, be freshened up. Do some, old stuff. Turn left. Okay. I don't really know. Okay, that goes to the Fireview Square, and this goes to, like, the red quarter. You know what? Let's go up here. The rich section of town. You follow a narrow, winding street past shops and stalls. It is still early and they are not open yet, but there are stirrings from within the houses as the day activities begin. A face appears in one window and seems to watch you pass. Although the creature's eyes are closed, and you are not sure that it actually notices you. Wave at the creature, call out, wave at it. You wave to the creature, but it does not react. Its eyes are still closed. Another similar creature stands in the doorway across the street, washing themselves from a bucket. This one is thin and spindly with a long face. Not exactly a human, and not an elven either, but something in between. That thing. And I think we just ran into the townies again. Greet it. You know what? I've just finally decided what this art kind of reminds me of. It reminds me of that Japanese horror manga artist. The one that, like the hole in the wall stuff, it sort of has that same feel to it. You try to greet the washing creature, but it too has its eyes closed. Junji Ito, yeah, has that same kind of grotesque look to everything. Perhaps it is soaping its hair and doesn't want to sting its eyes. At the end of the road, under a low arch, a group of youths are loitering, talking and kicking stones into the gutter. They notice you and begin to point and talk amongst themselves. Oof. I might get, robbed here. Look them over. You pause to look at them. They too have their eyes closed, although somehow they have seen you. Or perhaps they have only heard you. You know what? Let's be brave. Approach. A group of children doesn't scare you. You continue down the street towards them. They fan out a little until they fill the width of the narrow road. Above you, shutters are closing and people move away from windows, as though despite their eyes, they have seen a fight coming. Should we continue to be completely just naive? Close my own eyes. Cast a spell. We got some options. Dud. Requires 1 stamina. Gak. Oh no, shit. Oh, Gob. Summon a goblin. I don't have... Where would I even get goblin's teeth? Mud. Quicksand. Sand. Some of these things sound really easy to get a hold of. By punching goblin... I probably could have got some back in the first episode when we went through the mines. I'd made certain other decisions. We could just cast a fireball at them. Just reduce them to fucking ash. I think we're actually not going to cast a spell here. We'll just close our own eyes, maybe. Close my own eyes. Well, when in Rome. Thinking quickly, you close your eyes. Perhaps you will be able to blend in. Then you stride forward into the midst of the group, stumbling slightly and feeling your way. The youths begin to laugh at you. Another blind man, another blind one. The last one to come through here said he was a noble. Are you a noble too? Oh, I need the nobles. You didn't ask how big the room is, you just cast fireball. Which way did he go? You ask quickly, wondering if the youth is talking about Lord Theta. The youth shrugs. Out into the wasteland, where they all go to die. We don't let them live with us. We don't like tramps. Open my eyes and attack. Why is your taskbar up? Just because this game is windowed. I don't know if you can play it in full screen or not. Toggle full screen. There we go. Okay. Keep walking forwards. You take another few steps forward. You are right in their midst now. You can feel them clustering in on either side of you. I think this creature is brave, the youth remarks loudly, his voice right by your ear. Shall we take a look at him? Open... I wonder what happens if they open their eyes, then there's nothing to see. There's nothing to see, you reply. Leave him, one of the other youths says. He's not worth anything. He's worth a... Oh, he just stole my fucking gold! You realize he has picked your pocket. You reach the far side of the group and stride smartly away. God, I've lost all my money. I should have fought him. I'm really tempted to just, bite Zidusto. No. Oh. We make do. So much. That's still like 10 gold. Walk it further on. A short way along the street forks, a narrow alley leads right between narrow buildings, while the main road curves away out of sight towards a wooded cliff. We should go down the side alley. That'll bring us to the back to the square, actually. Oh, that looks interesting. I wonder what that even is. Follow the road. You know what? I want to see what that's all about. That looks good. No, I had to resist a lot of temptation there to just go back and keep all my money. You follow the road as it curves around. To your left, a line of buildings has been constructed out of the side of a natural cliff face. Above them is a thick area of trees. On the right, you pass a building bordered by a wall almost as high as itself. Look up into the trees. Look at the high wall. Cast a spell. Oh, let's see what spells we got access to. Big. We could probably peer over the other side of the wall. Summon darkness. That could help us sneak in, I guess, if we need to. Let's see what's in, look at the wall first. You crane your neck to look at a wall. It is several times your height. Whoever lives here is keen to keep the inhabitants of Kare out. Or keen, perhaps, to keep whatever is inside in. The surface is rough and pockmarked with age. At the very top, something gleams. Look up into the trees. Did you see something move between the pines that line the ridge? You stop and stare, but make out nothing. Perhaps a movement of a low shadow, but perhaps it is the sunlight through the shifting branches. But certainly, those trees must be thick with wild animals, and the creatures that live there must be plagued by them, unless the creatures that live there are more dangerous themselves. I'm going to use big. I think big is a smart move. We could also just cast a fireball and blow the wall down, probably. Or find safe passage. Not big. You cast a spell, inflating from your boots to your neck, until you are 3 times your normal size. You are now almost as high as the wall itself. Look at the gleam. You peer down at the gleam on top of the wall as a small yellow jewel, not gold and probably not valuable. Pick up the jewel. You pick it up anyways and find it a sun jewel. This is an extremely lucky find. Sun jewels are rare and highly valuable. You drop it carefully into your pack. Then the spell fades, and you shrink back down to your normal size, the wall towering above you once more. I kind of want to see what's in there, so we're going to cast big again. Oops. Ginormous. Swipe right on Tinder spell. You cast the spell a second time, growing tall once more. Vault up onto the wall. You put your hands on top of the wall and pull yourself up. You notice various metal spikes under your palms, but they are not sharp enough to puncture your hide-like skin. Did we turn into a pig when we got big as well? From your position, perched on top of the wall, you have a pretty good view into the yard beyond. Look at the yard. You look across the wall into the yard. The building beyond the wall is several stories high and has iron bars across its windows. Guards patrol around outside, all with their eyes closed, but there are no visible prisoners. It seems the souls who are locked up in here are not allowed out to exercise. Drop down the other side. We're breaking them out. You drop down on the other side of the wall just as the spell fades. Who thought we'd be into a prison riot already? You seem to be in some kind of prison yard. Barred windows look down into dank underground corridors, echoing with the moans and whimpers of trapped prisoners. A flight of steps leads down here where the base of the near the base of the wall. There are guards everywhere across the yard. Escape this place. Go down the steps. Hide and watch. Hide and watch. You hide in a bush near one wall and watch the guards. They seem to move about near constantly, perhaps using the frequency of their patrols to make up for their permanently closed eyes. There are only momentary gaps. Waiting around here is most likely certain death. So, we're not leaving, chat. Nuh-uh. Go down the steps. This is quite the change in pace from Bully. You are close to a set of steps, so you make your way underground to a long, dank corridor lined with cells. The closest, number 6, is just by the steps, but has a guard posted directly outside. He is peering intently through the window of the cell and does not seem to have noticed you. Your sister thought her PS4 controller was broken, so you took it apart and cleaned it. Turns out it just needs a new charger cord. Yeah, that would have been the first thing I tried rather than the complicated thing. Okay, we're not talking to the guard since obviously not a good guy. Spell. We can zap guard. What else do we got? Kid? Resolutions. Hey, Neptune Jr., thank you for your 17 months, man. Toss a sub to your streamer. Toss a sub to... I can't sing, like, the Witcher song, but hey. Thank you, my man. Okay, I did kick out, Dope. We can unlock the cell, but while he's right in front of it, doesn't seem like a good idea. Yeah, I think this is a zap situation. It's looking very likely. If we had a brass pendulum, we could put him to sleep, though. Niff. Wait. Nip. Okay, it's gonna be zap. When that it's electricity, it shouldn't be that loud. Great lightning. Zap! You cast a spell, creating a powerful bolt of lightning in your palm, which you release square into the unsuspecting guard's back. One moment he is there, the next the corridor is filled with an acrid dark smoke. The guard is gone, but the corridor won't stay quiet for long. Unlock the door with a copper key. You pull out the copper key and turn it in the lock. The cell door opens. The elven inside the cell is on his feet already. He almost knocks you down as he barrels out of the cell. This way, he says, pointing to a different corridor you hadn't noticed. It's a supply entrance. This is a text game. It's kind of a board game. You also have a board you move around on. And you also have RPG combat. You race up a set of stairs heading towards a different patch of sunlight and emerge in an alleyway on the other side of the prison wall, the elven at your back. Dave, this is the game board. That way you have something to visualize. You emerge into the quiet side street and begin to weave and duck through the alleyways. The elven, weak from his long stay in the tiny cell, can barely keep pace with you, but is filled with such joy to be free that he laughs even as he trips and stumbles. Turn right. Why are we a serial killer? Well, we're not. We're a hero. Actually, this guy is you, chat. This is you escaped into another world. Turn right. At the first junction, you turn right. Do you know where you're going? Says the elven. But there isn't much time to reply. Left. At the next junction, you go left. The elven is flagging. He cannot keep running like this anymore. Go on, he gasps from several strides behind. I'll hide here. Help him. You're nearly free, you reply, grabbing the elven under his arm. I mean it, he hisses, shaking himself. I'll hide, you idiot. Well, I used to distract any more guards with your running. Now go. Oh. Good plan. So, distract the... Asshole. Good plan, you reply. It would have been, the elven replies, and you turn to see he's quite right. Another guard has entered the alley behind you. He opens his eye, and a moment later, the staggering elven is no more. The stench of burning... What? The burning flesh is in your nostrils. You race out of the alley. Quite suddenly, you emerge out of the side street into a wide... What? With more red eyes. But these ones seem like citizens rather than guards. Oh. Okay, we're using a rewind. That didn't go well. I'm not sure how I was supposed to do that differently, though. Right, we'll get it right. Go down the steps. Maybe there's a better spell we can cast that doesn't make so much noise. No, the red eyes were setting people on fire. Nah, if I could put him to sleep, that'd have been so good. Faint stench requires nose plugs. Oh, speed, man, all these good spells require items that I don't have. Drop the door open. Yeah, I might unlock the door and see what the other guy does. That might be a good option. Dop. You cast the spell, making the tumblers of the door twitch and move. The guard turns around immediately, knowing magic when he sees it. He opens his eyes, and a rod of flame shoots out, burning you badly. Then he grabs you firmly by the arm. You are dragged across the yard into an underground corridor. The cell doors open, and you are thrown inside, landing squarely on top of another creature. So we got burned, we got 5 pieces of damage, and we got thrown in a cell. Greet the creature. You pick yourself to your feet in the dust and dust yourself off. Apologies, friend, you say to your cellmate. It is an elven, but he seems worn out and exhausted. The creature nods to you. Welcome to my little world, he replies. Who are you? My name on the outside hardly seems to matter, the elven replies with a smile. My name in here is number 6, and that'll be your name too. He points a bony finger. It's written on the door, you see. From the sounds coming through the walls, this is one of several cells, all side by side. You hear snores, shouts, and screams coming through the stonework. Cast a spell. Try a key. I think we actually have a key, but let's wait. You're an elven? You say I've not met your kind before, but I know of you. He shrugs. Elvens are pretty annoying creatures, he says. But that's not what they locked me up for. The cell is empty except for a bucket. Murmuring an apology, the elven uses it for what it is for. Wonder what that was all about. What did he use it for, Chad? What is this place? This is Bully? No, we finished Bully, so we had some time to kill, so we're playing this. This is the jail of the Red Eyes, the elven says. There's one outside, and he points at the guard, whose face, with eyes closed, fills the tiny porthole. Okay, why are you here? You know, the elven replies with a sigh of some passion. I've asked myself that every night, since I was arrested months ago. I still can't figure it out. I didn't do anything to upset these people. My only idea is that the Red Eyes aren't happy unless they've got someone locked away. He smiles thinly. Maybe now you're here and they'll let me go. Everyone just obsessed with my cat meowing in the background. Or they'll let me... do you think so? No, he sighs, I don't. The smell from the bucket in the corner of the room is quite terrible. How can we escape? Escape, the elven laughs. If there was a way to escape, do you think I would be here? And do you think I haven't tried? I'm an elven. We're not known for sitting still. And it's true, even as he talks to you, he's constantly fidgeting. Okay, cast a spell. I could zap again. I could zap this guy into nothingness. Emperor Palpatine his ass. Cause depression. That's danger. Oh, I got... Oh shit, I didn't mean to cast that. You ready your mind for a spell, but nothing happens. The elven laughs bitterly. The walls are infused with mini-mite blood. Oh, that's dark. To stop people getting out that way, I would have used my own magic if it worked. Okay, so no magic will work in here. So casting a spell is useless. Alright, try a key. You dig through your pack of keys. They didn't take any of this stuff off me. Try the copper key. You wait for the guard to turn away from the door, then hurry towards with the key, given to you by the beggar outside Kristen Tonti. It turns. The elven claps his hands, careful to be silent. Well, if he's clapping his hands, he ain't that silent, is he? And the two of you slide the door open. The guard's still back and still turned. You have a chance. Run him through. Use the magic chain. Pick up the bucket. Oh, I haven't got a chance to use my magic chain yet, though. You thought I was going to stop the stream now. It would have been too early. The bucket. Yeah, we kind of have to use the bucket, don't we? Here, I'm going to make this our first poll, chat. How do we deal with the guard? Chain, bucket, or violence? Alright, here's the poll. Vote now, and vote wisely. Oh, a lot of icons on my taskbar. Yeah, that's that happens when you're a content creator. You need all those programs. I'll give it like a minute before to everyone to make their votes. I would have put cast a spell, but that wouldn't work since we're still inside the mini-mite cell. Team Bucket or Team Magic Chain. I get a feeling the shit bucket is gonna win. It probably won't work though. That's right, Dex. Alright, I'm gonna tally the poll now. Bucket wins by 1 vote. Holy shit, Bucket won by 1 vote. Alright, we hit him with the bucket. Where's the music? Music? That's weird. Apparently me clicking off the game turned the music off. Oh well. Now it's a silent game. Alright, moving silently, you pick up the bucket from the floor of the cell. The elven looks at you curiously, but says nothing. It's still giving us a chance to use this stuff. My icon in chat has a red heart-shaped ruby diamond in it, and you know what JoJo says? Diamond is unbreakable. That's just the 4-year or 5-year subscriber thing. You're automatically subbed to your own channel when you're a streamer. Put the bucket on the guard's head. You raise the bucket nice and high, creeping forward on tiptoes. Then at the last possible moment, you bring it quickly down over the guard's head. Unmentionable substances trickle down his face, but for a moment he cannot see. Drag him backwards into the cell. Let's drag him into the cell. Between you grab the guard's arm and drag him backwards into the cell. Excellent, hisses the elven. We're just covered in our own offal. Now get out of this place. He rushes toward the door. Search the guard. We might lose this guy if we search the guard, though. Search the guard. You search the guard, finding a copy of the same key you already have, along with a couple of gold pieces. Quickly, hisses the elven from the doorway. You dive out into the corridor and slam... You dive into the corridor and slam the door behind you. Lock the door. Yes. Moving quickly, you lock the cell door with a copper key. Run for it, the elven cries. And he's right. Inside the cell, the guard has got the bucket off his head and is moved to the window. You hurtle around the corner just as a beam of fire explodes off the wall behind you. You hear him rattling the door to the cell, but it seems he cannot open it. You race up a set of stairs headed toward a patch of sunlight and emerge in an alleyway on the other side of the prison wall, the elven at your back. Good night, Mike. It's like we escaped this time, outside of the jail. You emerge into a quiet side street and begin to weave and duck through the alleyways. The elven, weak... Okay, it's the same thing again. The elven, weak from his long stay in the tiny cell, can barely keep pace with you, but it is filled with such joy to be free. Okay, last time I went right, then I went left, so turn left. At the first junction, you turn left. Do you know where you're going? Says the elven, but there isn't time to reply. I don't think it actually matters. Turn left again. The next junction, you go left. The elven is flagging. He cannot keep running away like this anymore. Go on, he gasps from several strides behind. I'll hide here. Okay, last time we went to help him and that got him killed, so we're gonna leave him. Leave him. You do not need to be asked twice. You wish him luck, then hurry away. The elven crawls into a pile of junk and beds down. Perhaps you will see him again. Turn right. You keep running, taking a right. Quite suddenly, you emerge out of the alleyway into a wider, busier street. You slow yourself to a nonchalant walk. Can I scream Kamehameha out loud with all your effort? Or at least, have you tried it even once? Well, I could, but I have neighbors, and they would likely hear that and, question my sanity. But I've never actually done it. because I've never been a huge Dragon Ball fan. Shocking. Alright, so we broke a dude out of jail. I'm guessing we'll see him again. Okay, hope that was worth it. Street. The road turns and heads roughly southeast once more, but you have been spotted. A group of young orklings are scurrying towards you. More children. Your dreams are broken because I've never yelled Kamehameha. Just a bunch of children. Hurry to avoid them. Wait for them to reach me. This has never turned out well for me when children are involved in this game. But at some point they have to be good. You stop and wait for them to reach. Hello, they pipe. 1 gold piece for our bellies. One demonstrates, pointing to an open gob which lacks teeth and you notice also lacks a tongue. Their hands poke at you and push outwards, hoping for a donation. Give the orklings a gold piece, throw a gold piece away, ignore them, cast a spell. Cast. We could fireball, no, create a force field. Gob. Summon a goblin. Illusion of treasure, that just seems cruel. Clone the caster requires 1 stamina. How would making a clone of ourselves do any good? I guess he could, like, stay there and we could, you know, get away. Yeah, the illusion thing is probably the best if we don't want to give up money, and I don't have a lot of money. Asshole no jutsu. You cast a spell and piles of gold and treasures spill from the sleeves of your jacket and all over the road. The orklings go instantly into a frenzy of collection, running over each other and beating each other up, stuffing handfuls of gems into their tunics. You take the opportunity to slip away. Yeah, they were just like ruffians. They were going to rob me if I didn't give them something, so now they get nothing. Well done. Continue up the road. You continue up the road, leaving the chattering orklings behind. After a short distance, you come across a large building made of stones and mortar. Look at the building. It stands alone inside its own patch of grounds, and unusually, it seems to be in a state of good repair. A large L is carved on the one gatepost. Or Lorag, perhaps. The main road continues straight past the house. I gave them illusion money. I use my Sharingan on them. Hey, go into that rich man's house. Approach the house. You enter the gate and follow the path of the front of the house, between tall and well-tended trees. This place seems quite lived in. What is that? Creep around the side. The front door. No, I'm not rewinding. What are you talking about, game? Let's just go to the front door. Introduce ourselves. The door to the house is solid oak wood, decorated with elaborate carvings of vines and trees and serpents. In the middle is a great brass knocker. Knock. You firmly knock on the door, but no one answers. The house seems empty, dark, and quiet. Cast a spell. We could zap the door. We could also blow it up with a fireball. Or if we had that, a wind. Mighty wind. I think, just unlocking it makes the most sense. There's only 1 stamina versus 3. You cast the spell and the door swings smoothly open to reveal a hallway, bedecked in finery and well kept. This is the house of a nobleman, perhaps even a noble. Into the house. Out of curiosity, what does asshole no jutsu do? Well, it does many things, but just a minute ago, it made a bunch of poor beggar children think they were rich, and then we left them alone with nothing. The inside of the house... the inside of the hold up. Been talking a lot. The inside of the house is well kept and clean. There are fresh flowers in vases, and the surfaces are dust-free. It is as though whoever lived here has just slipped out for a few minutes and will return at any moment, except for the paper strewn everywhere across the hallway. The floor is almost a foot deep in books, torn pages, and folders with charred edges. It is as though a lightning storm has passed through the study on the left. Another door lies opposite. By the smell of it, a kitchen. Look through the papers. You browse through the papers. Some are complex and you cannot understand the words. Others are calculations. There are also maps and charts and plans of Kare, the hills, and the Backlawns to the north. Shut up, Dex. I'm adventuring. Other documents look almost like charts for spell making, such as the chief mage used back in the outer settlement to prepare your spell book. Whoever lived here was clearly a scholar of some great wisdom, and most likely a wizard as well. Exploring doesn't seem like a good idea somehow. So, we can leave the house, or try the kitchen. Oh, we're gonna be adventurous. Go to the kitchen, get food. You open the door to the kitchen and go inside. It is laid out as though the owner of the house was in the middle of preparing a meal. Bread is sliced, cheese is on a plate, and a glass of wine sits beside the open bottle. Nothing here has had time to go moldy. Something is rattling in one of the cupboards. First, eat. Eat the bread and drink the wine and finish off the cheese, which is fully flavored and ripe. There is enough left over for you to add one more ration to your pack as well. Alright, open the rattling cupboard. You open the cupboard out of curiosity, and are immediately bowed over as a thing erupts with angry force. You crawl backwards into a hallway to get from its gnashing fangs, and get to your feet to see what it is. A bristle beast, and it is furious. Spell time. No, okay, hot. We haven't used a good hot spell in a while, have we? We just got a bit of stamina back from eating food, so hot it is. You cast the spell, creating a fireball in the palm, and then you fling it at the beast. It clearly understands the ways of magic, because in the last few seconds before it is obliterated, it curls up into a ball and begins to whine pathetically. You feel a lump form in your throat, even as the creature detonates. With the creature dead, you pause to catch your breath. Where now? Uh-oh. Did we just kill someone's pet? I just firebombed someone's cat. Okay. Asshole no jutsu. We're just a dick. You open the door to the study, pushing hard against a deeper pile of paper. This room looks like a tornado has traveled through it, and perhaps one has. In the very center of the room is a blackened circle burnt into the carpet. There is a smell of iron and ammonia in the air. It is hard to escape the sense that some great and terrible magic was performed here, not long ago. But there is no sign of the magician who crafted such a powerful spell. Search the papers. On all four, you dig through the pile of papers, books, torn up almanacs, historical files, and sheets of scrawl and scribble. There is nothing here with any meaning. On one sheet, you find the intriguing symbols of IN-Q, then a series of other marks written and crossed out. Only one is still readable, and it is circled upside down L. Keep searching. You keep rustling through the paper, finding little else of value. Then underneath a heap of tomes about the early founders of the city, with several passages underlined marked with comments you cannot read, you unearth a green-haired wig. Oh, sweet. We had a chance to get one of those earlier, but now we have it, which you put into your pack. You return to the hallway. You have explored enough. You leave the house and return to... Okay, here's what... I'm going to use my second rewind, because I could probably use that wig to cast a proper spell that would help me keep the cat alive. So, we're going to do this. Inside. We're going to go back to there. I'm allowed that. I allowed one more. So let's just do that real quick. I want to see what this cat's all about. We're going to go into the study first. Bite the door still activated, exactly. Search the papers. Keep searching. And we got the green-haired wig. When you put... Okay. City with several passages underlined and marked with comments you cannot read. You unearth a green-haired wig, which you put into your pack. You return to the hallway. There is a slight noise coming from the kitchen. Suddenly, something erupts in the kitchen door, knocking you flat on your back and rearing its fangs. A bristle beast, and it is furious. See, now we can talk to it with a wig. The wig changes everything. What is the wig spell? Not that one. In mud? No. Gob. We're not casting fireball on it again. Sap. It caused depression, ain't what I'm looking for. Gog. GOG. I only have Gob. I thought getting the wig would let me talk to, you know, the creature. I could make it depressed, you know. That'd be another spell that kills it. I think depression is the only thing that'll work. Wait a minute. We have some more spells here. No, that's just... never mind. Okay, we're gonna make it depressed. Since everything else basically doesn't work, or we'll kill it. Causes depression. Sep. You cast a spell over the creature, who draws its hind legs up piteously and begins to whine. It is already quite sad, it would seem, over whatever has happened to its master, and the effects of your spell are too much for it. It slopes back into the kitchen. Where now? Sad kitty. Alright, I'm gonna eat that food. Nothing... There's a gentle sobbing sound from inside one of the cupboards. Eat. Leave kitchen. You go back out the hallway. You have explored enough. You leave the house and return to the street outside. Okay, we met a sad cat. We made the cat even sadder. We got some food, and we got a wig. You return to the main road. Follow the road. Go cuddle your kitties right now. The road continues on between dense houses on either side. Then suddenly you begin to smell a sharp, acrid smell. Burning. Look up ahead, you see a column of smoke. Is the district on fire? I'm a bad person. It was attacking me. I mean, I did originally blow it to a million pieces. Cast a spell. I'm using a lot of magic right now. It might be handy to, like, find if there's any danger. I'm gonna dart this. Ready to force. Let's quit. Oh, that's a lot of MP. Mag. Protect from magic. Spell was sack. I want to sense danger. You cast the spell, and calm voice enters your mind, telling you not to fear. There is no danger up ahead. You are reassured, and the spell fades. All right. Push onwards. Feeling safe with the warning from your spell, you stride forward toward the smoke. Rounding a corner in the road until you can see the source. It is a fire, but not a blazing house. Instead, it comes from an enormous forge set into a large blacksmith shop. The blacksmith himself is at work, hammering away at a flat-bladed sword. I bet if I would have had enough money, I could buy this damn much better sword. You come to talk to me again. You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain, huh? You approach the blacksmith and try to attract his attention by knocking a few of his display items off their shelves. But it seems the blacksmith is quite deaf. Years of hammering on sparking metal has left him quite oblivious to everything around him. Tap his arm. You walk over and tap his arm, and the blacksmith jumps. Didn't you see, thar? He bellows too loudly. The man is clearly not that bright. I didn't mean to scare you. Not scarred, the blacksmith replies hotly. Me? Of you? No. The blacksmith polishes his blade lovingly. Do you make wolf armor? That's a random question. Tell me about your swords. This one is my farnest, he replies proudly, indicating the blade as he is currently polishing up a A blade of large hand. Large hand? Large hand, the blacksmith agrees. It's large handry. Try the blade. You reach out to try the blade, but the blacksmith catches your arm. I warn you, he says. Once you tried it, you won't want any other. And it's not a cheap blard. I mean, if I'll risk it. The blacksmith shrugs and releases your arm. Go on, then. You pick up the blade and swing it through the air. It sings. The weight is perfect. The metal sharpened. The balance is delicate. It becomes almost an extension of your arm. This is the finest blade you have ever held. How much? Blacksmith grins. I told you. Ready for it? 40 gold pieces. 40. I could have bought that had I not been robbed so many times. You had fun, but responsibilities are knocking. Gotta go. See you next stream. Have a good time. See you later, eye guy. 40? Or 40? Blacksmith. That's right, 40. Haggle. I'll give you half that, you begin, but the blacksmith only laughs. You aren't talking to a charled, he replies. 40, or I sorrel it up to the next one by. I don't have that much. The blacksmith nods and takes the blade back with loving care. It'll find its owner soon enough, I'm sure. Hello, chat. Dan, that's a lot of gold pieces. I had way more than 9. But I can't buy the sword now. Do you make wolf armor? You ask, thinking about the strange werewolf you saw. The blacksmith looks at you with fierce, cold eyes. Vic for first noble, he replies, but says nothing. Vic is preparing an army. Vic is preparing an army, you reply, murmuring. That's true, isn't it? The blacksmith shakes his head. Vic's a good leader, he says, if you pay your dues to him. The blacksmith quickly hammers something. The noise makes your head spin. Can you give him fake money like them kids? Only if it gives me the option for a spell. I am interested in the North Gate spell. I'll make swords, he replies with a shrug. Not magic. You want a sword, maybe? The blacksmith goes over to the back of his shop and downs a quick mug of ale. I'd best do work, he says as he returns. Begone. He then begins to hammer so loudly that you fear for your hearing, so you quickly run out of the shop. Damn it. I should have stolen something when I had the chance. I didn't get much out of that place. Continue up the road. You walk between the narrow buildings until you reach a fork. To the left, the road continues onward, towards some kind of bustling market, while to the right leads down a shorter street. In the center of the fork is a great bronze statue with some kind of pot at its feet. Look at the statue. The statue is of a giant brute wielding a club, and at its feet is a large pot filled with gold pieces. This must be one of Kare's many gods, with the pot intended for worshippers making offerings, although none of the passing creatures seem to be throwing any in. Look down the short street. Looking down the short street to the right, you see a sign above a doorway reading, The Gambling Halls of Vlada. Several seedy-looking creatures mill about on the steps. Cheerful creatures go in, miserable-looking ones come out. Okay, that sounds like a Swindlestone's place, so we can make our money back. Make a move. Time to move on. Oh, we got options. The left fork, the Halls of Vlad, or the statue, or through the archway. I think that's the gambling place. Let's go to the statue first. You go over to the statue and look into the pot. It seems to contain almost 20 gold pieces. You could take that money, huh? That wouldn't go well. Look up at the statue. Tilting your head, you look upwards at the statue. He is an imposing figure, at least 4 times your height and solidly armed. You do not recognize the god depicted, but its presence so close to the gambling hall suggests he is either a god of prosperity or a god devoted to punishing those who do not pay their debts. God of prosperity. Take the gold, leave well alone. I mean, it's 20 gold. And we're protected by the ape. What's an ape compared to a guy with a club? Take the gold. You reach down and scoop the money into the pot, into your pouch. Easy enough, but then a creaking noise makes you freeze. Uh-oh. Look up. Looking up, you see the statue's right arm swinging down towards you. Leap to the left. Leap left. You jump left, straight into the path of the club, which sends you flying backwards. Picking yourself up quickly, you see the bronze giant has leapt from his pedestal and is advancing towards you. Oh, shit. We're finding a statue. Cast a spell. What do we got? Yob. Summon a giant. That'd be great, but not gonna work here. Not without a giant's tooth. 6. Clone the caster. Make 2 of us. I already know we can't cast mud. Right. Control non-intelligent creatures. Yeah, I think this one's the we're gonna lose a lot of stamina if we fight it, so we might as well lose it this way. Cast. You cast a spell trying to gain enough composure to reach out and control the statue's mind, but you find nothing to control. It seems the thing is entirely a mechanical contraption, and it is still coming for you. Fuck! The statue's hand comes swiping across, and you dive down, only just avoiding it. We got no choice. We gotta fight it, or we could give the money back. No, attack. You rush forward, dodging the statue's stamping foot, but when your blow lands on the metal, it only sends a painful shockwave up your arm and does no damage to the creature at all. The statue is leaning back for another swipe at you. You will have to find this thing's weak point, if it has one, or else you do not stand a chance. Oof. Pick a spot to attack. In the milliseconds available, you scour the creature for scratches, blemishes, anything that might suggest a chink in its armoring. The belt, the left leg, the right leg, the left leg, the right ankle, the left ankle. That is, I haven't seen any clue about where, but, thinking it's ankles. Which ankle was Achilles hit in, by the way? Does anyone know? Was it the right or the left? Was Achilles the left? The heel, yeah, but I'm gonna maybe they thought it was the ankle, so we're gonna go with the left ankle. You try the left ankle, but it is a smooth bronze. The giant kicks out as you try. You are sent sprawling across the ground into the pedestal. You cannot take much more of this. Try something else. You eye the creature carefully. The belt. Fuck it. You leap up and struggle with the belt, trying to tear it free with your bare hands, but there are no weaknesses. It is soldered into the surface of the creature's casing. The great statue tilts its head down to watch you as you try vainly to pull it to pieces. Then it claps its hands around you, squashing you against its body like you were a flea. The blow knocks you to the ground where a single stamp of that colossal foot finishes you off. What is my fate? You've been killed by a statue. Your adventure is at an end. Oh, rip. Yeah, go back. Continue up the road. Okay, we'll try that. We'll do it correctly this time. I want that money. And I'll get that money. Statue. Take the gold. Run for it. You turn and run just in time. The statue behind you has started to move, and it is on the attack. It smashes down with its club, catching you painfully in the middle of your back. You stagger. We still get hit no matter what. To your knees, gasping. Picking yourself up quickly, you see the bronze giant has leapt from the pedestal and is advancing. There has to be a spell that'll work. We've just done nothing but dickish things this entire adventure. And I know law does nothing. Mud would have been great, but we don't have any sand. That would also have been great. We might try cloning the caster. In fact, that's really all we can do. Let's make 2 of us. Cast. You cast the spell, splitting yourself into 6 copies. We literally just Kage bunch into the statue. The statue no longer knows which to strike for, so it begins a swipe in a direction that will hit all 6. Your clones are knocked out like Skittles. Like, what? What? Skittles? And if it were not for the fixed expression on the statue's face, you would be sure it was enjoying itself. want to try to... We might get more if we kill this thing. It might have something valuable inside of it. Follow my sword. Pick a spot to attack. Alright, we know the belt and the left ankle do nothing, so right leg. You cannot... try something else. Does any of this work? You probably need that guy's much better sword. Left leg. You race forward towards the creature's left leg and spy a small metal plate. Twisting your sword around in your hand, you drive it into the crack and begin to lever the panel open. The giant flails this way and that, trying to shake you loose. But you are determined, and finally the plate flies open. A blast of hot gas ejects from the statue. It sways and then topples face down into the street. Skittles are British bowling pins. You know, in Skittles, for me, Skittles are tasty, very sugary candy, though. I'm alive. You gasp with relief. Take a moment to recover your health. You have survived. An account shows you are 18 gold pieces richer. You found one new clue. Okay, I think we need to use some of our, items. Like foreskin boots. We need a dose of blimberry juice. Drink. It gives us a little bit of, stamina back. Okay, what do we got? We got, through the archway to that place. Or I think we should go to the Halls of Vlad. But I think we'll be going back down there. Let's actually go up here first. Let's go up here. You head back down the road under the arch and into the plaza. On the side of the square, the main road continues on through the arch. 1,000 other alleyways lead off in all directions into Upper Carre. Again, good art. Approach the monument. You approach the crowd around the monument, which is so thick it is hard to see inside. Here, says one of the creatures whom you elbow aside. Be careful. Apologize. Will I ever play Red Dead Redemption 2 again? I don't know. Not unless there's some really good mods I want to try out. And the PC version will have to be fixed up. Apologize. You apologize, and the creature huffs and moves away through the crowd, clambering up the steps of the monument. You finally get to see inside, but the monument seems to be empty. There is just a circular rug that fills the floor with space. The crowd murmur and whisper. Ask something about it. What is this monument, you ask one of the creatures. Can't you tell? The creature replies. Weren't you born yesterday? I'm a stranger here. Suggest an idea. I like this one better. You rack your brains for something that could explain it. It's a trap, it's an altar, it's an illusion, it's a power source. Seems like an altar to me. It's an altar. The creature laughs at you. Do you see any altar in there? Maybe you should go in and find it. The crowd are clustered around the monument, expecting the rug inside to move. Throw a coin inside. You toss a coin into the monument. You don't quite see what happens, but a moment later, your coin is nowhere to be seen. Someone in the crowd shoves someone else who almost topples inside the monument, but just catches their balance in time. They hurry away down the steps of the monument, ashen-faced. I think this might be a circle trap, actually. I don't think we want to go in there. You step away, shaking your head. Circle it. Clearly, the creatures are religious maniacs. From a side alley, 2 red-eyed guards burst into the square, looking hot and bothered. They turn their faces this way and that, but don't seem to be able to catch your scent. A moment later, they dive back into the alleyway to continue the hunt. You have lost them. Since you did the other Silent Hill games, am I planning on playing Downpour? When it comes to Silent Hill, I might play the first one at some point. And yeah, I might eventually do Downpour and Homecoming. But I guess I have to play those on consoles because only one of them is on PC and it apparently crashes all the time. Look back at the monument. Cast another look at the monument and the crowd around it, but nothing seems to have changed. A peddler with a tray around his neck walks past you in the square. Anklewort, blimberry, poultice of millweed. Talk to the herbalist. You cross the square. Good day, he greets you. Can I interest you in a poultice, a salve? He smiles at you sympathetically. A tonic for your strength. What are you lying? Let me show you. He rubs his hands together. For instance, this. He digs around in his tray. A mustic ointment. Made from pure mustic. What does it do? Mustic is a powerful hypnotic, he replies. It can make you believe almost anything. He holds it out for you to smell. That is a bad idea to smell it. Don't smell it. You lean away, careful not to inhale from the salve. He smiles and takes a deep breath himself, sighing happily. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, he just smiled. He smelled his own shit? Well, his own drug? Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me, you tell him. It's mine. The man nods. His pupils dilated wide. Of course it is, he agrees. My apologies. The herbalist hands over the pot of ointment, wafting it close to your nose. You notice a delicate fragrance as you place it into your pack. Now, says the herbalist, I'd like you to give me, let's see, 10 gold pieces. No. Of course, you reply. The herbalist smiles and holds out his hand. What's going on? Uh-oh. We fell for it. What's going on? You hand over 10 gold pieces as he asks. Excellent, the herbalist. Fuck! I'm always getting robbed! Pausing only to retrieve the mustic from you, he walks away across the square. A man pushes a wheeled cart of fruit and sets up a stall. Your headache begins to clear the square. Fuck it, third rewind. We're allowed it. I'm sick of being taken advantage of. Everything is just robbing us. It's not right. Step away. Good. All right, this time we won't ask for the stuff. See what happens. Ask for something else, maybe. Good day. What are you selling? What does it do? And don't smell it. Because the stuff apparently works. How much does it cost? Give it to me. I don't want it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we try to get something else, he'll still manage to get us with the drug. Give me some. Maybe let's try to give me something else. You tell him. You owe me. The man nods. His pupils dilated wide. Of course I do. He agrees. I know I do. What do you want? Give me your most expensive. What else do you have? A blimberry salad, the man replies, made from the finest blimberries. Show me something else. Herbalist nods and looks through his stock, picking out another bottle. How about this? Essence of bark, good for sore throats. Give it to me. Herbalist gives you the bark essence bottle. You bid the man farewell and he walks away across the square. Okay, this time we actually got something. I don't know what bark essence does, but we already had blimberry, so we didn't need it. Visit the fruit vendor. You can use it though, lol, just take advantage of someone yourself. I would have liked to, but if we try to take it from him, he doses us with it. We could have probably bought it from him though. The fruit seller seems the sort to know his way around the city. We got bark, that's good enough. You walk over to the fruit seller. Morning, he declares morosely. His eyes, like everyone else's, are closed. I'd say it was a beautiful day, but it isn't. Would you like to buy something? He waves his hand across the electric tray of fruit, all of it rotten, except for one glistening bomba fruit. He played himself, that time he did. Talk to the vendor. So you begin. Can you tell me a little about this part of Carre? Fruit vendor shrugs. Of course they can. This is where no one buys any fruit. That's why it all goes rotten. Then he goes quiet, not wanting to talk anymore. Reading Rainbow with Dartigan. Pick through the fruit. You pick through the fruit, eventually finding an apple, which is not too disgusting. 2 gold pieces, the fruit vendor says. You'll say it too much, of course, and you'd be right. But I can't charge you less. 2 gold for an apple? Sure. But what about that bomba fruit? It's a fair price, you reply, but no one will... No, but the one I will pay. The fruit vendor shrugs. I'm hardly surprised. Look at the bomba. How much for the bomba, you ask? 4 gold pieces, the vendor replies. They're good for you, you know? You know what? Buy the bomba. I had a friend... Okay, you hand over 4 gold pieces and the vendor takes the bomba fruit and drops it into your arms. It is heavy, but smells ripe, and the flesh is usually excellent. I had a friend, he remarks, who ate 5 of these every day, never got ill, but then he never got out of the privy either. So you tell me something now. What are you looking to find? No meaning, I hope. I need to find a man called Lorag. Fruit vendor nods. I've heard of him, but I don't know him. He lives somewhere around here. He pauses to rearrange his fruit, accidentally sticking his thumb through the moldy plum as he does so. I need to find a blind beggar. Lots of beggars around here, he answers. They don't buy anything. I need a particular one. There's lots to choose from, though there, the ruins of Free Trade Quarter, he goes to an alleyway leading off to the main square. I need to find the first noble of Kare. The fruit vendor laughs bitterly. Are you serious? Who'd want to find him? He has something I need. The vendor shakes his head. If he arrested your wife, then I'm sorry. And he draws a finger slowly across his throat. The spell lines. You need to find the spell lines for the North Gate, you tell him. The vendor laughs. Ah, so that's what you're about. Well, you're going to get your head cut off going around saying that to people. Okay, where do you get your fruit? From another fruit seller, he answers sadly. That's why it's all rotten. You have nothing else to say. Leave the stall. You bid farewell and head away across the stall back to the center of the square. Back to the square. You return to the middle of the square. The creatures in the square mill about, talking in hushed tones to each other. You look around at various exits to the square. Heading off, almost midnight. Hey, I'm actually calling it a night too, Tatsu. Perfect timing. Yeah, it's actually almost midnight here for me too. So chat, we've had a good adventure. We've finished Bully. We're done for the night. Yeah. I should be streaming again tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'll be streaming, but I'll think of something. Also, the Life is Strange 2 video drops tomorrow, so I hope you guys will have time to watch that. Let me quit out of this game. Quit. So, yeah, I think that's a good ending. So enjoy the video tomorrow, everyone. It's a good 30 minutes long, so bring a snack. Anyways, you guys have been great. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Thanks to my mods. Thanks to you guys being chill. Thanks for any subs or bits thrown around as well. Alright, everyone. You have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Later.